What is up? I cannot stand the Denver Broncos. I hate them. I hate them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of watching Bo Nix, who's got a completely clean jersey, dap up Marcus Mariota like it's all fun and games, like it's all a bunch of jokes. Hank is here. What is up, Hank? Good to see ya. That was a wild game. Man, for someone who only watched the fourth quarter, I had a lot of fun with that one. I didn't expect to. I thought it was going to be the worst game of the season. Who didn't, honestly? Who didn't? So let me just open up my stream on another tab just to make sure everything's going through, sounding right, and we'll get going. But yeah, man, Washington got totally porked. I stand by what this stream is called. Washington got porked. They fought hard. Muhammad's not happy. He's upset, and no one's going to blame the guy. There it is. All right. Now the green screen's not going to bug me as much. There we go. Broncos annoying as hell. Trevor elite. Hunnaball disrespect fueled his legendary performance. Hey, man, he's still ahead of Bo Nix, and that's never going to change. That's never going to change. Drop a like if you're sick of Bo Nix. And just dropped a like on my own stream. That's where I'm at. By the way, a little football emoji comes up when you like the stream, just in case you're wondering. We got Alex here. We got Jarv, Hank, Gail, Mohammed. The band's getting back together, fellas, and we're here. John with the $5. Fire KOC is out for the night. Well, thanks for the $5, John. Don't know why it's not showing up on the... Damn, why is it not showing up on the stream here? What the hell? What's going on? Well, this we got to figure out. Guys, I have this on mute. Should I bench Travion? Should I go from a 99% chance to win to 100? Never. Points scored matters. Points scored matters. Damn. John, thank you for the 5. I'm a little annoyed the thing didn't come up. The chat just started work with me. OBS just decided to focus up, apparently. The alert box. Yeah, the alert box is on and well. But yeah, type the answer in the chat. Oh, it's on mute. Oh, shoot. Yeah. We got Angel Corp here. Evan Ingram has ruined my week and will never know peace again. Honestly, who doesn't... Who... By the way, Alex... Wait, hold on. This is the greatest sport of all time. Yeah, this was a fun week. This was a fun week. I had to send that message out to Alex. Yo, that game was madness. It was nickel 9.99. What is up? Yeah. Alex dropped a like. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. Oh, no. What's going on? Chat's going live. Like, all the calls that hindered them from the last 2 minutes was so bad. Yeah, they could have scored on that. Like, should we talk about football? We have 4th and 25 and our boys held on. Yeah, it was inspiring to say the least. Commanders got screwed on so many turns. I only watched the last 8 or 9 minutes of the fourth quarter, which, as the sports analyst, I'm supposed to watch the whole game. My bad. I just thought about playoff tiebreaker. Def should start. Definitely. Mariota was inspiring tonight. Yes, he was. Building my dart lay. Drop it in the comments, Jar, if you can build it. My tail. People didn't want this in prime time. No, and they honestly, Mr. Phantom, the Broncos fan. What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Listen, I'm a Giants fan, and I'm still mad about week 7 or whatever the hell that happens. Alex got the bus tomorrow. Have a good night, Al. But congratulations to Denver. They beat the 3-8 Manders. A win's a win. I just, every time Denver wins a primetime game, I always get on here talking about how I don't like watching the team and about how they're super boring and like they can't, I don't know, they're just not fun and Sean Payton's a jerk and all this stuff. Truth of the matter is the Broncos won. It's a team win. A win's a win in the NFL. I'm glad the game was fun. I'm glad the game was exciting, but damn, I wish the Commanders pulled it through. Zach Ertz, he dropped that pass at the end, but ended up not mattering. And if Nick Menino doesn't reach out, the Commanders win. But to be honest, I think in hindsight, the Commanders are going to be happy they lost, and the Broncos are going to be happy they won, obviously. First touchdown for Commanders was canceled by a holding. Holding was invalid since he was not grabbing him. Let's not forget about the trip that they called incorrectly and called intentional grounding. The whole thing. Just want to say Aaron Rodgers is dying on that field. He looked disheveled and frail. I didn't watch Bills Steelers, but I could tell from the score, it wasn't exactly a great outing from the Steelers. Bills ran it all over them, and that's it. Chargers destroyed the Raiders. That's a damn shame. Justin Herbert was hurt, but I don't believe... I believe he came back. Yeah, he came back at some point. And Debo, 1 yard from the end zone, to spend entire 3 downs. The intentional grounding. It all was nonsense, Muhammad. I was going to name this stream the Washington got porked no matter what, unless they won, in which case it would be Broncos suck. But yeah, where's that Rams fan that just lost to a team and got whooped by the Jags? Oh, believe me, I gave it to him. I let him know. I've never seen I've seen an intentional grounding call be called wrong, but it's very rare. And the fact they did that tonight is a real shame. Land Clark really dropped the ball. And by the way, Dart first touchdown score is 1900. That's good. That's good juice. I like that. That's good value. Rodgers' nose kept bleeding. They legit had trouble stopping it. Well, if he were Dan Jones, he would have toughed out of it. Just man up like Dan Jones. Hello? Oh, that was the Commander season. They would not have made that choice if they cared about a losing season. A win here, and they had a prayer. Now that they lost, engage tank for next April mode. Yeah, exactly. They fought hard. They played a good game. They made it entertaining. Hell, I was thrilled about the game being in overtime. Dude, I was driving back from my date, which I'll discuss maybe, but I'll discuss it. I just don't want to, scare away the new people. Mr. Phantom, if he's still here. But, yeah, no, I was driving back on the freeway, and I'm watching the game and driving, and I'm like, wow, this game's probably going to go to OT. Well, not even probably going to go to OT. It was just like, God, I might actually make it home in time for this game. I ended up being able to watch the lion's share of the overtime period. It's right here at my desk, working on the thumbnail. Worked out perfect. Perfect timing. Just saying, wish Shador won today. He came back but didn't take any more snaps from out of center. Might be a big deal for limiting the playbook rest of season. Okay. That's a good update, Gail. I appreciate that. And I'm glad, look, the Jags brought belt to ass today. The Jags are the Jekyll and Hyde team of this year, man. Sometimes they look terrible. Other times they beat they go into Tennessee and beat the Cam Ward Titans by 22. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought the Titans would put up a little bit better of a fight. They did not. So there you go. Dartley, 200 pass yards, 2 tubs, 2 rushing touchdowns, or 2 touchdowns. I'm assuming passing. 2 rushing touchdowns, anytime touchdown, plus 1436. I kind of just like first touchdown scorer more. Like, that's not bad, but I kind of like, first touchdown scorer is better odds. It's more juice. Hell, you could put it all on the line. CBJ4, SC1, love your shit, Hunter. These streams have been great. I appreciate that, man. Damn. I appreciate that, CBJ4. Makes me happy. I wish there were names in the YouTube chat still, but I appreciate that. I'm glad we're having fun. It's my favorite part of the day, hopping on stream. A-Rod's nose got scuffed up on a Joey Bosa strip sack. That's funny. That's probably the moment where Aaron Rodgers probably had a moment today. He's like, I'm done. He probably isn't telling anyone, certainly not telling his wife, because he doesn't have one, but something along the lines of, this is it. I'm done with this shit. I'm done. Jeffrey talked about Myles Garrett, then took the message away. Good week of football, gang. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was a great week of football. We were this close to an underdog Sunday Night Football. I believe 7 underdogs won this week, and that's always fun. That's always fun. I think you meant to say the division leaders and current 3 seed Jacksonville Jaguars rather than the Jags. Give the Jags their respect. So if Myles Garrett breaks both records, does he win MVP? If they give MVP to a pass rusher on a 3-win team, I'm not going to say I'll be mad, but I'll definitely be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Trevor Lawrence, that's the real MVP. Not telling his wife because he doesn't have one. It's true. Thank you. I'm telling you, though, Aaron Rodgers had a moment today. I didn't watch the game. I'm just assuming from the little I know about how the Steelers got punched and about how he had a nosebleed. He's had one foot out the door since, I don't know, March. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is probably done. And this game's probably what did it. Getting stomped 26-7 to drop down to 6-6. At home, Mason Rudolph getting reps, 1 pick, 0 for 3 with a pick. That's not good. Not being able to run the ball, playing on the dumb Steelers, fumble. Yeah, just, you guys get it. here we are. We're sitting here again talking about the same things. But Aaron Rodgers struggling. Yeah, but first touchdown scorer, that ticket could be dead within the first couple minutes of the game. But Jarv, you're going to be watching. It's not like you need a bet to be into the game. You could bet them both. Hell, you could just put it all together. Put Dart first touchdown and put Dart because if he's gonna score a rushing touchdown and 2 passing touchdowns, may as well take the action that he gets in first. You may as well and really juice that parlay up. But that's just me. The Dart lay lives on. My true blue ain'ts weren't one of those underdogs. Well, yeah, but they showed up. They played well. They covered, I think. Did they? They covered. Hell yeah. Who dey? Raj played with a broken wrist too. Yeah, man, he's done. You're so right, American Dragon. He's done. Like how Allen hugged his tight end like he won the Super Bowl. Allen's a player's player, man. He is there, dapping people up, high-fiving, vulturing touchdowns from James Cook. I'm not mad, just a little discouraged. Sniper Ways here as a Patriots fan. That Nick Bonino guy's going to be an all-time Bronco great. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say there's not much comp, but no sense in disrespecting the Broncos' legacy. They've been a hell of a franchise for a really long time. Got to give them their respect where it's due. Look up Aaron Rodgers' bloody broken nose. All right. Shoot, I'll look it up. To Twitter. A lot of stuff going on in the real world right now that I'm just not curious to read about. Okay. Aaron Rodgers. Let's see it, huh? By the way, what's up? If you're joining just now, drop a like. That's all I wanted to say. Eey. Wow. Is that the picture? Is there a picture of it like being a clean break though? Let me see this. I should just watch this on. I should just watch this in the right tab. Hold on. Here we go. Oh man, he went. Oh, touchdown Bills. Oh, damn. I didn't hear no bell. Here's the picture if you didn't see it. Damn, bro. He went face first into the turf. Look at this. I'm sure you guys watched the game, so you probably saw it, but look at this if you didn't. Oh, I'm not going to full screen it because I don't want to get copywritten, but yikes. Should I follow Nick Wright? Dare I? If I feel so bold, follow Nick Wright. Yeah, I think that's it. There's no picture of him like snapping into place. Oh, here's the replay. Here we go. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, he got. He got. Look up Aaron Rodgers' bloody nose. Gets another YouTube strike. Yeah, serious. That's the last thing I need. Alex Singleton's a beast. Can't believe he's back the way he's playing. Yeah, maybe he should win Comeback Player of the Year. Can you get comeback for having an in-season comeback? I don't know. Crazy the Jags are 8-4 with almost the same 4-13 lineup from last year. Look what happens when you have a healthy Trevor Lawrence instead of bum knee and bum shoulder T-Law. Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year. I think the Jags, I'm not going to clip your wings, Gale. You deserve this. You've been championing the Jags for far too long. That being said, they've won a lot of close games. That wasn't this week, but they won close against the Cardinals. They won close against the Raiders. They won close against the Chiefs, won close against the Niners. These are all team wins. I'm not taking it away from them. But I do think if there's a team prime for a little bit of regression next season, it might be the Jags. I don't know. Maybe 8-4 is a little bold considering they did lose to the Texans. They did lose to the Seahawks, got destroyed by the Rams, and lost to the Bengals with Joe Burrow and Jake Browning. Maybe that knocks some sense into Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But I will see. Hey, man, if the Jags can beat the Colts this week, I'm not trying to do like the carrot and a... What's it called? The carrot and a stick thing. I'm like, yeah, but next time. Yeah, but the next big thing, then it'll count. This counts. Turn up, Jags Nation. Duval. But if they can beat the Colts at home, they're going into a game against the Jets. They should win. They'll be at 10 wins, 10-4. I think that's doable. Winners win, Hunnaball. That's what I'm saying. Winners win. The Jags normally don't win. That's why I'm so surprised, along with the rest of the world. But hey, Parker Washington's a leading receiver. He's also injured. Not sure what's going on with P-Dub, but we'll see. He's questionable. He has a hip thing. He was out, but sure. That dream's dead, I guess, for Parker Washington. He finished with one grab, 26 yards. Don't know why I'm bringing that up, but it was worth noting. But yeah, should we... I didn't even really recap Broncos Manders, because again, I didn't see it. The ending was sick. Marcus Mariota was very inspiring. I liked watching the guy throw. Again, I'm not going to sit here and look at the box score and be like, yeah, Chris Rodriguez was my standout player of the day. I think it's funny that Bill got 4 carries. 5 Hour Energy is here. How did the date go? Believe me, I will get there. Jags would have been 12-5 if the one position games were reversed last year. Okay, so they're primed for some positive improvement. There you go. Now they're clutch again. Liam Cohen. That's coaching how you win close games. Jags not a good team. If the Giants play them, next week they would win. Yeah, but I think the Giants could beat any team. The problem is that they don't, and we're 2-10. Hope the Giants beat the fraudulent Patriots. They got no shot against the Jags. See, there it is. Game is game. Isn't A-Rod married though? I don't believe so. I'm almost certain he's single. Okay. So again, I'm not going to sit here and give you guys the all 22 talk, the Brett Coleman. being all analytical. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just don't have it tonight because I was out and about. I decided to punt the second window of games and the primetime game, but I did watch the fourth quarter, and I have to say, Zach Ertz played impressive. Evan Ingram is loose. Guys still got some speed. The Broncos offense still terrible to watch. Bo Nix still grossly overrated, but at the end of the day, we're here. The Broncos won. They're finding ways to grit out these wins. I cannot wait until Denver plays a for real team. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Denver is on a nine game winning streak going into Vegas. Honestly, Gale, if the Jags can beat the Broncos, I might become a fan. I might pull for the Jags the whole time through. Hell, I might do that to begin with, because God knows the Giants aren't going to do anything much. Fraudulent and Patriots. Oh boy. Not Rodgers marries. He did it last June. Oh geez. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, I guess I was wrong. The joke doesn't land as well anymore. That blows. I did end up getting the AirPods. I'm glad you got the AirPods, American. I'm glad. ADS. I'm glad. At least your team can score more than 8 points. Yeah, well, not in the fourth quarter we can't. 9? Yeah. The Bronco hate is real. It is! Not to disrespect any Broncos fans that are in the chat. I'm just mad. I'm just mad. Look at this. They're gonna kill. I'm just mad. This was nonsense. This was so brutal. We're sitting here again talking about Broncos Giants, the most painful loss I've experienced as a fan. I talked about this game at my date tonight. This game was what, 5 weeks ago? When was this? October 20th. This was 40 days ago, this game. And it still burns. It still hurts. I'm still not over it. We should have won. This game ended our season and boosted the Broncos up sky high. Oh, convinced there's no real teams in the NFL this year. Exactly. I watched okay, we got another Browns fan in here. Let's go. We got Nickel 999 Browns fan. I watched my Browns get another Browns 2025 game. Garrett gets a sack. They screw everything else up. Hey, Garrett's got 19. He's on pace for a legendary season. The season that will be talked about for years on end. Can we please move Jalen Hurts down? I swear, dude cannot throw a pass. Now he's fumbling on the only thing that got him into the Super Bowl. Well, what, handing the ball off? Oh, the tush push. Yeah, well, look, he will. Spoiler alert for Hunter's Hill, which is tomorrow. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is moving down, and Trevor's moving up, and Caleb's moving up. Oh, boy. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one. We're going to make a whole Justin Herbert tier. I think we're just going to scrap... we're going to scrap the whole good for fantasy tier, rename it. I got a plan. Nickel 9 saying it'll be okay. I appreciate that, Nickel 9. Broncos are the 24 Chiefs. I agree, kind of. I think the Eagles are more so the 24 Chiefs. Just because, again, the Eagles are just... I mean, now they're starting to lose, so maybe they're the 23 Eagles, but who knows? But yeah, Denver, no one's giving them their respect, and that's not going to change. This Denver team could win the Super Bowl, and I'll still be sitting there being like, should have lost to the Giants. Should have been our game. We should have won. Still mad. The Giants blow games all the time. They've blown like 7 this season. But that one hurt more. I don't know why. Mainly because it was probably the most painful and the most unlikely and the most catastrophic for our overall season. Why am I talking about the Giants? He goes on dates we can vent about his football team. I do. I tell her. I was like, I literally said, I was like, listen, I'm never going to cheat. Here's some money. Love you, Hannah. Love you too. 5-hour energy. I'm glad the thing works. I appreciate the 5 though, man. Get some love in the chat for John and 5-hour energy. Let's go. You're going to be old and keep bringing it up. I'm going to be a senile old man talking about how the Giants should have beat the Broncos in week, what was it, 7? Week 5? Week 7. Got it burned in my brain. Seared. Grilled even. Damn. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Only Browns can start the season with 5 QBs and not have a single good one in week 13. Yeah. Yeah, that is a perfect only the Browns sentence right there. For sure. Is it time to have the Lamar convo? It might be. It very well could be. The Ravens probably should have beat the Bengals if we really tear it down to its studs. But at the end of the day, 5 turnovers is 5 turnovers. Ravens lost. Bengals up. Chris joined for a second to talk his shit. It's okay. On my last date, I vented about music. It's my first love. Don't know what the stars are, but yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. You were fixing the message from higher. Hey, Shadur's been decent with this situation. Look, he hasn't completely thrown the game away, and he's more fun than Dylan Gabriel, so there's that. But yeah, vented about music's my first love. Fair enough. Fair enough, Jeffrey. I don't want to, but not putting up points against the Bengals, yeah, it's not good. It's not good for the Ravens. It's not a good look. They were sloppy, man. They couldn't finish. Thought I was watching the Giants. Yeah, and then Raiders-Chargers happened. The Vikings didn't score. Again, I didn't watch this game. This is my live reaction. The Vikings got blanked? What the hell? Brosmer threw 4 picks? What? I was rooting for this guy. I was rooting for this damn guy. He's in my terrible tier, but he's pretty high. He's ahead of Kirk Cousins. This guy played like 4 downs, and he was ahead of Kirk Cousins, Geno, Marcus Mariota. All tried and true players. And Brosmer threw 4 picks. 5 turnovers. Yeah, I thought I saw a fumble. Oh, I guess he didn't fumble. The Vikings turned it over 5 times, but again, woof. I got to respond to the chats, but good God Almighty. All right. The most painful L for me was the Saints. Watch that live. Oh, I get you. I get you, Jarv. I really do. The reason the Broncos piss me off is there's so many times where they just barely beat shit teams. It's infuriating. Yeah. Yeah, the Broncos squeak by. I'm not a Bo Nix like guy, you know? I just feel like Bo Nix is holding the team back, and I think in a few years we're going to be talking about how the Broncos need to move off Bo Nix. But again, that's just a shitty way to watch football, to think 3 years in the future and think, oh, the quarterback's going to get bad. The Broncos are finding ways to win games. It's just like, damn it, I'm still mad, and that's it. So I'm glad. I mean, I'm not glad the Broncos won, but I'm happy to any Broncos fans that are here. I'm going to take a stab at CBJ4SC1. I hate saying the handles, but whatever. It's a Broncos fan because he says the Broncos piss me off. So there it is. I don't want to disrespect your team, guy. Just mad about the Giants game. Didn't Jefferson get 4 yards? What, really? Oh, God. Oh, God. No QB has a chance in Cleveland. Jesus will throw for 150 yards and a pick as the Browns. Browns QB. They don't have a chance from the jump. They don't care about developing quarterbacks. If there's one thing we've learned over watching football for the past 110 years, it's that quarterbacks, you take them or leave them. They don't really matter, you know? So yeah, Hunter's Hill is going to have a lot of movement today. It's going to be like the Times Square when Ninja hopped on there, where there's going to be plenty of movement. Whereas Otis has been trash talking Trevor all year. Otis was here all Sunday, all day for the earlier stream. The sad Raiders fan, Otis. Hey man, Raiders got punched. Obviously, yeah, 14-31. Lol, I'm just in, but agree. Broncos game ended me. Never been so mad at grown men playing a game. Yeah. Thank you, Rodzilla. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Denver's infuriating. Ravens should slip their defensive players a little extra something. Give A-Rod the 2009 Brett Favre bounty gate treatment. Only a Saints fan. Only a Saints fan, Hank. Max Bowser deserts in his own tier for that. Yeah. Probably. I mean, now he's probably just going to go down to really terrible, which hurts. Really terrible is for the backups that cannot play. That's what it's reserved for. And Max Brosmer makes the cut. JJ McCarthy last week, Brosmer earlier. You think they have better QBRs? They spike the ball every down. Oh, that's true. That's not even like a thought. That's absolutely true. That's how I watch basketball. The OKC is going to be ass in a few years, so I'm just living one day at a time. Yeah. Well, they've got some time. OKC is going to be around for a while. I just feel like Bo Nix down the pike. Like, we all know Bo Nix isn't that great, right? We all know that. No one's going to sit here and act like Bo Nix is elite or ever going to be elite as if he's showing some big flashes. He's not. But he's winning games. He's won games for 2 seasons. And damn, not a lot of quarterbacks can say they just straight up win. Like, Joe Burrow, it's cool. It's nice. All the glitz, all the flash, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow, whatever. At the end of the day, he doesn't win games. I mean, he beat the Ravens, so that counts. We got Lorenzo here. Honestly, I'm not a big Broncos guy. I'm Team Chaos, wants shit teams to win. I've been eating well this year. That's fun. That's a good way to watch. That's me with basketball, kind of. Except, not really. I like the Lakers. But I like chaos, too. I like for teams that I'm not a fan of to make stupid moves in the NBA. That's what I like. But yeah, we got some people filing in. Just a reminder, drop a like if you haven't already. It's easy to forget. Just letting you guys know. Browns need an improved O-line, receivers for them to maybe draft a new QB. That's true. Build out the rest of the team first. It just feels like the Browns have been rebuilding for so long. It's just such an arduous process. At least my team doesn't have JH and Max Brosmer in their quarterback room. That's true. They've got Shador. Lamar's sister passed away over the weekend. I think that's why he played so flat on Thanksgiving. Wait, over the past weekend? Damn, I didn't know that. That sucks. Prayers up to the Jackson family. That sucks. Love how the Panthers can either lose to the Saints or beat the Rams. There's no in between. They're good, man. Okay, here's why the Panthers won, by the way. Just to really quick cover this, because again, this feels like the victory lap of all victory laps, okay? The spread was 10 points. Here's why the Panthers won, okay? Couple things. One, Bryce Young didn't turn the ball over. That's a lot. That's something. They were able to run the ball relatively effectively. That 1-2 punch, Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle. I don't love it for fantasy, but as a game, worked out. Bryce Young didn't turn the ball over. Matt Stafford did. He had 2 picks and a fumble. Okay. But the main thing, here's the main thing, is that the Panthers are hot off an embarrassing Monday Night Football loss. So they're feeling all temperamental. They're ready to fight. They're ready to show that they're the real deal, that they're above 500 team. So they get a Monday night game where the whole world watches them get embarrassed. Then they go back home. They think about it. The Rams, mind you, fly across country, 3 hours of jet lag, play an outdoor game, which the Rams are not great in. It is raining. Matthew Stafford clearly out of his element, literally. And the Panthers are able to squeak one out. I think every circumstance tied up together for the Panthers to win this game. 10 points was so free, I should have bet my entire bank account on it. Oh, well. Air and Doncic are twinning it up today. Yeah, they're winning, right? I just got to check really quick. Lakers won, right? The Hawks beat the Sixers. There you go. You can book that. And, yep, Lakers beat the Pelicans. Suck it, Muhammad. But, yeah, let me see. I didn't know that. Hope Lamar recovers. That's rough. Why were there so many catches today, like OBJ catches? It's in the thumbnail. The Treylon Burks touchdown pass. Funny thing with that, and again, I'm really behind on the chat, but funny thing with the Treylon Burks catch was I was walking, again, I was on my date. I do this move, free game, by the way. When you're on a date with a girl that you know is not going to, murder you, I like to leave my phone in my car. Just, take away the temptation, show that I really do care, get some brownie points. Be like, hey, do you have your phone? Like, no, I don't. Left it in my car. Kind of awkward because the restaurant we went to had one of those QR code menus. Didn't know that was such a thing. I'm not a fan of that at all. Just have me either, just put it on the wall or give me a piece of paper. I'm going to sound very boomer unk right now. QR code menus suck. I know that's not a hot take, just saying. Point is, I didn't have my phone. We're walking past a bar, and I'm like, let me just check to see what the score is in Broncos Manders, the game of the year. And I look, I'm like, damn, it's close. And I'm like, wow, Manders are in the end zone. And I see them literally in real time. The only play I saw from the game, Treylon Burks goes one-handed, catch, touchdown. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just walking past this? The moment of the game, and I just happen to be walking by it? This girl hits me with, she was like, is that a good thing? I'm like, oh, look at that kid. That's Treylon Burks. You don't know? Former Ole Miss wide receiver, 15th overall pick in the draft, Treylon Burks. Guy got it out the mud. He couldn't hack it in Tennessee. Couldn't hack it anywhere else. He finds a home in Washington and makes the big catch on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos defense. And yet the Manders weren't able to pull it out. Let's have a moment. Let me pause the music. Moment of silence for Manders FC. Okay. All right. Let me respond to some chats here. Bro never had a defense like the Broncos had. Very true. Bo Nix is only relevant because of Sean Payton. Very true. Bengals defense used to be good. That Super Bowl run, they were all right. It's perfect. Eli Apple. That's my response. Hunnaball's favorite GM is Nico. You got that straight. It's definitely not Rob Pelinka. Yeah, you got that straight. AR and Doncic joining it up. In college football, Lane Kiffin leaves to LSU for $90 million. Andy Reid money and 7-5 Dukes making the ACC championship. Weird. Just weird. The whole college football, just weird. My team is the Lions. Ironically enough, other sports are true for Ohio teams, so that's been kind of infuriating. But other than that, this season's been generational. Fair enough. Fair enough. We got Mike Tro, who pops in here every now and again, another Lions fan, but happy to have you, CBJ. Hell yeah, man. Go Lions. They had a tough Thanksgiving, but, you know, whatever. Cleveland needs to go scorched earth. The owner's the real problem. Has them as the whole franchise riding that can't be fixed, but they need to clean house. All the staff, all the coaches. Again, I agree. I just flat out agree. I don't know, man. Man, figuring out Cleveland, that they have 2 draft picks, too. I'd say, like, just tear it down, just trade down. I do think, genuinely, if I were an owner, not a GM, not a coach, if I were an owner with theoretically infinite time to run a team, bro, I'm just deferring draft picks. I'm doing exactly what the Eagles did. I'm tanking and then I'm moving down. Tanking and then moving down. Moving down. Moving down. Stack picks like it's a dynasty league. Because that's what it is. And then you have an OKC type thing. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but what the hell have the Browns been doing for the past 50 years? Just saying. Which all means Texas can sneak in the CFP if Duke wins. That sucks. Boo. I'm not a college football watcher, not a UT Austin fan. Do not like them. I really enjoy watching them lose. Lamar Jackson's favorite player is Vic. That tracks. How was your date, bro? Oh, I will get to that. I appreciate you guys asking. I will get to that. Believe me. They had similar Rebs, 334. Also, fuck the Lakers, a 40-year-old wannabe GOAT. Yeah, wannabe GOAT. Yeah, thanks a lot, Muhammad. Thanks. Tatum's awesome. Myles Garrett has 19 sacks, 22 tackles for loss. Needs 11 more to break the tackle for loss record. Lions never going to do anything as long as Goff is their QB. Myles Garrett is having a generational season. Lions are not going to do anything next season. Jared Goff is taking 69 on the cap. That's too much money. That's almost Deshaun Watson money. And again, another thing that's holding the Browns back, but, you know, let's not get too deep here. Stoner Cat is here. I'm assuming Treylon Burks' line didn't work on her. It wasn't even like the line worked or didn't work. I was just like, did you like, why are you freaking out right now? That catch was crazy. That catch, oh God, is that good? No, it was good. The day was good. Long story short, if you guys got to go to bed, the date went great. The date went great. I just want to talk about it in a more like long-winded form when I run out of sports to discuss. But again, there's a lot to unpack tonight. There's a lot. And not the second window of games. I mean, come on, dude. The Bills ran the ball. Brosmer's not good, and the Raiders are going to Raider. There you go. Justin Herbert got hurt, but he ended up being okay, but then they didn't really throw the ball much. They didn't have to. Kamani Vidal, Mr. Tallman, 25 carries, 126 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, this Chargers backfield is such a headache for a fantasy perspective. Also, the receiving room, not too exciting, but hey, whatever. Gadsden had 1 catch for 27 yards. Who cares? Who cares about the dumb Chargers? Also, I hate those jerseys, by the way. Just to rant into the void really quick, I hate these jerseys. And seeing Trey Lance out there made me happy. Is she for the streets or not? No, man, she's cool. I like this girl a lot, believe me. Trust Hunter. Herb Jones taking the Pels to the finals. Aren't the Pelicans have like the worst record in the the dub in the NBA? Don't they have the worst record and don't have their first round pick? NFL, I meant like not gonna NFL. I'm not gonna American, but taking's possible. In the NBA, a lot of players need to prove it, get a new contract. Why would you play risk every player to lose? That is true. Tanking is a lot easier in the NBA because if you have a couple stars in the NBA, you're an instant contender. Whereas in the NFL, it could mean jack shit. The Giants have, what, 4 first-round picks? Yeah, 4 first-round picks, 3 top 10 picks on the defensive line, and they are not even top 10 in sacks. So tanking doesn't work in the NFL. Tanking is for losers. However, I think deferring assets down the line as opposed to tanking is just a good approach for long-term football. The Goff contract was right up there with Dax. We're arguing who's better, Dak or Goff. They're literally the same player pretty much. In a vacuum, I'd probably give the nod to Dak talent-wise, and you see the Hill reflects that. In a vacuum, I think Dak can go ahead and win his team a game. Better than Goff, at least. To be fair, I would react the same way in real time. It's been so long since I heard Burke's name. I forgot he was on the Commanders. I'm glad you just submitted. That's what I mean. It's like, who's this guy? What a catch. Treylon Burks. 2002 Cavs. Tanks so they get LeBron James. Yes, but again, the lottery. That's the only thing with the NBA. Taking the NBA is just to improve the chance of higher draft picks. Exactly. You tripping. I love those Chargers clothes. Powder blue should be their alts. Don't feel special anymore. I don't hate that take. The Hill never lies. Yeah, exactly. The Hills lied before. The Hills for sure lied before. See Max Crosby cheap shot on Herbert. I did not. I'll check it out. Check it out. Jimmy Lay. Broncos won't go far. Jimmy J. Jimmy Lay. Jimmy J. I agree. I agree. Welcome to the stream. I got to look this up. All right. So this was what? Max Crosby cheap shot on Herbert. All right. Let's just search Max Crosby and see what happened. Oh, wow. That came up quick. All right. Let's see. Cheap shot, huh? Letting him know. Oh, he went down too. Oh, and that's not getting copyrighted either. That's funny. That's good. That's not even a cheap shot. That's just good. Max Brosmer channels McCarthy's intense glare before debut. Okay. Wish I never read that headline. Whatever. Yeah. So now you think Dak's better than Goff? You were arguing with me about Goff a few weeks ago. Yeah, well, Jarv, again, I was wrong. I was. And then a few weeks ago, that was like 2 months ago, by the way. Things have changed. You were like, your take aged better. Goff needs a lot of help and needs a lot of time. Herbert was asking for that. Yeah. I'm new to the NFL. What do you think about watching the Panthers? Man United got me watching new sports. Man United. I think, hey, the Panthers is a great team to get into. No one's ever going to call you a bandwagon. It's just, it might be painful sledding. The Panthers have a bullshit owner. Their owner sucks. And that might be a hard pill to swallow. Just don't be a Giants fan. That's my advice. Genuinely forgot Treylon Burks exists until someone said the former Titan. Treylon Burks? The former Titan? Yeah, exactly. Goff is also only good with the best offensive minds in the league. Another fair point. Fair point. Add to that list like Danny Jones. Well, we got him right there. Dan Jones, square up top. By the way, stream should be outputting at 1080p right now, so Hill shouldn't be as blurry as usual. Makes me happy. Panthers are a coin flip. Yeah, no, seriously. They're a fun team, though. I need your Giants to do some work tomorrow, man. I can't do another decade of Patriots ball. Even if the Giants beat them, it's not going to, like, kill the Patriots' hot streak. Whoever you don't be a Titans fan. Yeah, exactly. Love watching the Bears have a good season. Yeah. How are the Bears the 1 seed? I guess we'll look at the standings now. That's the big thing. In case you haven't seen the standings, this is where they stand after... That was stupid. After a week of football. Broncos would have the bye, theoretically. Let's go. I got a text back. What'd she say? Let's go. She said, I loved it, talking about the date. Should I just hit her back? I love you. Anyways. This is whack. This is whack. Look at this. Imagine, dude, imagine this. I don't know if Gail's still here. Imagine seeing this. The odd man out. Think about it. If we just go straight record, let's go, forget the playoffs. Forget the stupid playoffs for a second. Straight record. Oh, man, it's not even in order. I just want a straight non-playoff just order to all this. It's all over the place. Damn it. It's okay. Wait, hold on. I think this is in record order. Yeah, this is in record order. Think about the AFC really quick. Top teams in the AFC: Broncos, Patriots, Jags, Chargers, Colts, then the Bills, then the Ravens, and I skipped over the Texans. All this to say, the Cardinals are officially eliminated. Sicko shit, I love it. Yeah, seriously. Tell her in detail exactly what you're doing right now, man. Dude, she was all mad. She's like, I can't believe you're leaving like this soon. I'm like, I gotta stream. She's like, yeah, you gotta go watch football. I'm like, I'm not watching football, all right? I'm discussing football in an open forum. This is important shit we're doing here, guys. This is big work. And I'll tell you, we have streamed after every primetime game now through this season, from week on to week 13, and I am not losing this streak this year. God knows I've already been a complete schlep with these uploads. Last thing I need to do is miss a stream. 1080's crisp. I can see Dalton's freckles. Yeah! Yeah! I think the Commies can beat Philly at least once. I think Bama could beat Philly at least once. Philly, bro, they have no identity right now. They have no identity. So yeah, I think the Manners can take them. Hell, the stupid Raiders can take the Eagles. Book it today. Raiders beat the Eagles. Bang. Red flag, dude. She doesn't support your dreams. Honestly, so that is the thing. I did kind of look into that. I was like, I wonder if this is gonna be a headache long term. But I think I had to kind of explain the whole spiel. And at the end of the day, look, you ride with the Hunnaball or you die with the Hunnaball. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. You know, like I'm not cutting this channel. I'm not cutting the live stream over anyone or anything, but I don't think I will have to. But I'm with you, Jarv. Should I talk about the date? I mean, I feel like we have more football to discuss. Titans-Eagles would be cinema. Yeah, you see? Anything's possible. If the Eagles lose to the Raiders, that would be all time. That would be so sweet. Damn. Sorry if I missed some chats. Let me just run through, see if I missed anything. Game to game. Whatever, don't be a Titans fan. Panthers podcast quit right before the win streak punch in the air right now. Rooting for them to never come back. They came back, though. They're back. Didn't watch them. I kind of like having a young core. Yeah. The Panthers, the only thing with the Panthers is Bryce Young, you know, he's kind of lame. You know, he's not, you know, no one's excited. I love Bryce Young. No one's ever said that. Goff turns into 9 when he doesn't have a perfect offensive line. Agreed. And great play calling, like you guys said. Tell her in detail exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I will. I'll tell her in detail. I did. Okay, so here's what I will say. I talked about the stream to her because apparently here's what happened. And I'd love for if you weren't here earlier, here was what happened. Saturday was yesterday. I texted her like 6 o'clock, being like, hey, I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be a great date. Really looking forward to it. She texted me back at 8, being like, hey, you know, me too. Can't wait. Super excited. Hearts the message and whatnot. I didn't text her after that. I didn't text her that night. I didn't text her this morning because, as you guys know, I stream the morning window of games. Usually my ass just rolls out of bed on a Sunday at 9:30, and I'm on the West Coast at 9:30, hops on stream all disheveled, hair all amuck, and I just start talking ball. And I don't have time to be checking my phone, responding to texts and whatnot. So I figure, okay, the date is on the books. We're good, right? Wrong! She texts me at noon today, mid-stream, mind you. How dare she? And she's like, hey, getting a little anxious. Just want to make sure we're on for today. And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't we be? I confirmed last night. I get to the date, and she's like, yeah, I was gonna up and cancel the date. No confirmation text. I was like, what is this confirmation text? I didn't learn that. No one's ever told me there has to be a confirmation text. So now we're laughing and joking about it, and I was like, I'll tell you what, I even asked my chat, my live stream. She thought I was talking about AI. That was kind of a flex, by the way. I was like, yeah, I was talking to chat. She was like, oh, yeah, I talk to chat all the time. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you know, AI is crazy. And I was like, no, I was talking to, like, real people, a real audience, a community we've built of real sports fans. And I asked you guys if I need to text her, and you all said no. So I took that and ran. And she said she didn't care for that. And that my chat was wrong, which I kind of took offensively. So that was how the date started, but it was solid. let me see what you guys are saying now. Bryce Young trade is going to go into history as the biggest fleece. Agreed. Especially someone floated this earlier. I think it was Jeffrey. If the Bears can flip DJ Moore for Myles Garrett, just saying, and a couple of ones. Also, my best friend's a Panthers fan. He glazes Bryce Young as much as he can. Jeez. All right, I guess I was wrong. I feel like the Panthers podcast shouldn't have been allowed to come back. Stick with your team or not. Giants podcast, don't quit on our team. That's not a bad take. No one got mad at the show. It's like, hey, you can't just up and cancel because the team sucks. It's very fair. Matt Rod, what is up, man? Hey, let's go. I'm doing my little date update while we talk about, we're on the Eagles team page. Let's pull up the scoreboard. Give us a run through the convo during the days and give in-depth analysis. Oh, I will. Believe me, I will. But, that's my QB. We didn't appreciate Bryce slander. Fair enough. Hey, man, if you're going to stand with him, right here, he's meh. He's meh right there, right by Purdy. He's probably moving up this week. No, he's for sure moving up this week. Screw Purdy. But, yeah. Hey, man, I love it. We got Mahi here. I love Bryce Young. Fair enough. Kind of think both the Bears and Panthers are benefiting relatively fairly. That's true. That's true, honestly. Bears are able to cash in, and Caleb Williams, love him or hate him, he's not that great. It is funny, though. The Panthers have 7 wins. The Bears have 9, I want to say. 9 mention. I want to say 9. Yeah, the Bears have 9 wins. Panthers have 7. Who would have thought? Can you believe I just said that sentence? Just take a step back and just think about that for a second. The Bears have 9 wins. The Panthers have 7. What is that? What is that all about? Can't wrap my head around that. Oh no, you need a confirmation text nowadays. People be ghosting too much. But we've been on a date before. I thought the first date was enough to be like, hey, I'm not just gonna flake. I'm not just gonna like stand you up. In hindsight, whatever. Lesson learned. Where do you think Philly sends Arthur Juan Brown this offseason? Who the fuck? Who's Arthur Juan Brown? AJ Brown? AJ Brown his name is not Arthur Juan. That's not. No, that's not. Not that there's anything wrong with the name Arthur Juan. That's crazy, though. I did not know that was his real name. Holy shoot, it's pronounced... Wait, and his middle name... Wait, is it Juan or Juan? Wait a minute. Arthur Juwan Brown. I see. His birth certificate was mistakenly written as Juan, but it was Juwan. Well, that's strange. That's just straight up kooky, man. Didn't know that. One of the weirdest feelings is a college player you're a fan of going to an NFL rival. Oh, I bet. That's why I don't watch college. I don't want to hold animosity. If my boy Xavier Restrepo went to the Eagles, oh man. It would be tougher than watching Saquon go to the Eagles, I'll tell you that. Bryce Young won't be a bad pick as long as the Bears don't massively overpay. I'm assuming you mean Panthers, but yes, I do agree. 30, you're not getting Bryce Young at 30 mil a year, though. You're not getting the former #1 pick on a second deal at $30 million. Of course, shoot, I'd take, honestly, I would take pretty much any quarterback from Matt upwards for 30 mil a year. Boy, oh boy. I was thinking all these mediocre teams. Oh, wait, no, I missed something. CJ Stroud having the worst season between Bryce and Caleb was not on my bingo card. 2025 has been so weird. I think with all these mediocre teams, the thing that really elevates them is strong coaching. Vrabel, Cohn, Canales, Johnson. Agreed. Coaching is the difference in close games. Coaching is the difference in culture. Coaching is the difference in roster development. It matters. The art of great coaching. The video is on this channel. Check it out if you haven't already. I promise I'm going to start making long forms again soon. Promise. I need to. I only know because I watched a documentary on him last week. What do you think? Oh, AJ Brown. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Oh, I'm down to talk about UC. Oh, I'm down to talk about the UC apps. Believe me. Waiting a confirmation is fine, but asking today is still up expecting is one kind of annoying. Like, what? Like exactly. It was just like, you know, it was something simple. Something, you know. Again, I wasn't mad at her or anything. It was, she was like, hey, are we still on today? Yeah, University of California is what UC means, and I'm so down to discuss that. You give me a million chances, I would never guess that's what AJ stands for. Me neither. Arthur Juan. Misspelled. It's supposed to be Arthur Juwan. Arthur Juwan makes more sense. Arthur Juan. Didn't know AJ had a little Mexicano to him. Anyway, Bears point differential makes me hesitant on calling them legit. Wait, what is their point differential? Oh, I'm sure it's not great. Oh, let's see. Bears point differential is 6. There you go. It's 6. There you go. Giants is -70. You know, it feels like the Giants stay close in a lot of games, but again, it's -70. It's no New Orleans Saints -113 or Raiders. Oh my God, the Titans point differential is -158. What is the NFL record? I feel like it's not going to come up. Differential in a season. Let's see. Patriots 315. Yeah, but negative. What about the negative? What about the red, though, Gemini? Highest point differential. Okay, so 315. Yeah, but negative, though. Negative. Like, what would that look like? Here we go. Let's go worst. StatMuse did fall off, but I'm really curious to find this out. Worst point. 287 in 76. Can Tennessee catch up to 287? The raise to 287. Can they at 158 with 5 games left? 4 games left? I guess I could just do the math here. 5 games left? Yeah. They're not going to double that. No, they're not. 287 is crazy, man. Oh, boy. Imagine that. Imagine averaging 9 points a game. Shout out 9. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the UC apps right now. Off topic, the UC applications are atrocious, so I'm taking a break. Tune in here. Oh, these are atrocious. They're tough. They are tough. The UC apps, just to get very, what's the word? I don't know, narrow in our discussion here, because I don't assume a lot of people can relate. The UC apps are so unnecessarily difficult and tedious, and there's so many stupid essays. I feel your pain, Matt. I do. I feel your pain. Love when a college rival player goes to my team because they're good. I don't have to pretend like I hate him anymore, like any Bama player the Giants have drafted. Tragic news, Restrepo got carted off today. It's a heartbreaker. It really is. But I'm with you, Jarv. I'm with you, man. Again, not a college watcher, but hey, there you go. Xavier McKinney. Xavier McKinney went to Bama, but Landon Collins, there you go. Just flip it. Evan Neal, there you go. Simple. Just set and forget it. Again, yeah, I'm completely with you. It's good to have positive interactions, but I'm sad about Restrepo. I'm really sad. That was my guy. Restrepo, his card was sick in CFB. I liked him. I was bummed out to find he ran like a 5'10", 40-yard dash. Can't even run a 5'10", but he was not fast. And there you go. Sick, bro. Hope you get it. Yes. Hope you get into whatever schools you're applying, though, Matt. UCI can give you a better for worse review of UCI. What's the Giants' point differential? Not as much as you'd think. It's not 158, negative 70. Which, hey, better than the Saints, who the Giants lost to. Better than not a lot of other teams. Better than the Browns, but not by much. That's crazy. Wow. Giants have a worse differential than the Jets. That hurts. That just straight up hurts. Love Restrepo too. He's not fast, but can still play at a high level. Yeah. Lean and mean. He's awesome. Lions game to the Bears points differential is crazy. It is. You look at the NFC North, it is crazy. The point, I did highlight that. The point differential there is crazy. NFL's so weird this year. Like how Bama, LSU, Mississippi can unite under the Saints. And that's a fun tent to be under. Go Saints. Who dat? Damn, I only had to do a personal statement in the UK for... damn, in the UK, huh? There you go. Well, now I can see getting into the NFL... Man U is not making you happy. I get that. So I'm with you. College is way different in the UK. I did a semester in London. That was fun. Grading is so much easier. Oh my God. Hell of a time though in London. So you're from California, brother. Went to CSU myself. Felt barely any different from a UC. But Jesus, my apps are disgusting. Yeah, it's more or less the same thing. Cal States, UCs. I think UCs have a couple more essays, but yeah. I applied. California, born and raised, left the state for a minute, but now we're back in the action. UCI alum. Go Anteaters. Go Eaters. That's what they call us. The Eaters. But yeah, in a community of vague hate on... yeah, exactly. You know, it's the Southern college football. You don't mess around with it. You do not mess around. I know that much. Never been, but I can imagine. Girl I'm talking to goes to UCSD, and goddamn, that campus is gorgeous. San Diegans have it right, dude. San Diegans know their way around, dude. Beaches, nice city, not trashy. It's a great... If you want to get the California experience, but are a little sketched out about LA, rightfully so, I might add, then San Diego's a perfect middle ground. There's an airport, there are beaches, there's a city. Never lived there, but hey, you know, I'm OC 714. Till I die. Yeah. Straight up. Fuck. Anyways. Top 3 schools for me right now. Texas State, Texas, Texas A&M. Well, weird little pattern there, James. I like it, though. Know where you like. Is Cam Scatterby still talking about dominating tacos? Damn, now I want a taco. That sounds good. Should I go to Del Taco after this? I don't even know if you guys know what Del Taco is. It's a West Coast thing, but yeah. I'm thinking about it. I think I'm going. Gonna catch $1 taco. I barely ate today, fellas. I was streaming in the morning, and then I went on this date. Didn't want to look all fat, so I didn't eat too much. So I only had like, I don't know, a sushi roll and a half. It's good. Kind of expensive in hindsight, honestly. Considering we split it. $30 on a split tab, whatever. Only Hunnaball complains about a $30 date. Strat having a worse season than Bryce and Caleb was not on the 25 bingo card. Agreed. Yeah, this has been a weird year. Did you say about something else, Jar? I feel like I've read that message before. Yeah. Yeah. I got you, though. We definitely tuned into a Scatterboo stream while on stream. Yes. That's not a bad idea. I feel like that's kind of a hack move, but that's not a bad idea. I'll look into that. When is Scatterboo stream on Twitch, or where does he stream? I'm going to look this up on a separate tab. Let's see. I'm assuming Twitch. Let's see. So I gotta... Oh, boy. Let's see. God, Twitch is such a mess. I'm just a dude having fun with video games. I don't think this is him, though. Scatterboo Prod, this is not him. He would definitely have more followers. Damn, where does he stream on? It's got maybe YouTube then? If he streams on YouTube, that's cool. That's a point for us. That's a point for the YouTube community. But San Diego is pretty, Hank. Not if you're a sports fan, but San Diego's a nice place. Go Padres. Yeah. FTD. Fuck the Dodgers. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, no, San Diego's great. Got nothing but good things to say about San Diego. San Diego's not a very like threatening existence. And, you know, if your boys trip, San Diego, pop on down to Tijuana and, you know, figure it out. A lot of options. Just find out we got the same owners as Tampa Bucks, and they actually care for them, so I kind of hate them. Panthers is perfect then, right up your alley. Panthers are supposedly rivals with the Bucks. There you go. Don't be a Saints fan. You can take me to the movies. I just want to watch Die My Love. That movie looks so interesting. Haven't heard of it. Haven't heard of it. What's it called? Die My Love? I'll check it out. Is that with Sydney Sweeney? Oh, it's Pattinson. Oh, this is Pattinson and Jennifer. I did hear about this movie. I didn't know it was called that. I did hear about this movie. Anybody see it? Got a 73. Anybody see it? 3.3 on Letterboxd. I like Lakeith Stanfield. I like everything he's in. Cool shot. Little Jennifer Lawrence situation. Not too bad. We love Skater Bro here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm such a gentleman because I've yet to complain about anything on every date I've ever been on. There you go. I wish, dude. I complain about everything. Like, could you believe the waiter gave me attitude? That's me. Okay. So, football is crazy. If anyone has any football things to bring up, I'd be more than happy to discuss. But we're almost an hour into this stream, and I got to talk about this date. Got to. Gun to my head, I have to. No, I just want to. Never gone on a date, though. There you go, James. Hey, man. Keep fighting. There is a girl out there. I think that was the major takeaway from tonight. I'll say this, not as like... I don't want to sound all preachy right now. I really don't. And this is not me saying, like, oh my God, I found my wife. Suck it, losers. That's not me saying this. But through my conversation with this girl today, because we really drilled down. The first date, which if you weren't around, great first date, talked forever, you know, made her laugh a bunch. The second date, we kind of drilled down on kind of more background, more like what exactly we're trying to get out of dating, what exactly the dating scene has looked like for us, what, you know, partners, perspective, all that stuff. Talked about what a girl's life is like on Hinge. Crazy, by the way. These girls are getting 40 to 50 likes a week. It's crazy. Those are legendary numbers. It's nuts. Staying out on a dating app, crazy. What I learned tonight, though, is, and I just want to impart this to the rest of you guys, it's, man, don't like settle with your girl. You know what? Like, don't settle. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, man, I've been on a bunch of dates with a bunch of different girls, different backgrounds, different stuff. And that's not a flex. Like, I've been on a ton of dates. I've been on a few. And they've all had different things. And you know what? Pretty much all the time, I'm just like, damn. That was stupid for this reason or that reason. And at the end of the day, you're kind of just trying to pick up the pieces and salvage what you can. Being like, you know, you kind of squint a little bit. You're like, you know, it's you know what it's like? It's like having Brock Purdy as your quarterback. That's what it's like going on most dates. It's like everybody knows that it's not the long-term best plan. Everybody knows you could do better. But he's there. He's Brock Purdy. You got him on the last pick of the draft. You kind of have to pay him because he's not offensively bad enough to where you have to get rid of him. But you're not thrilled about Brock Purdy, okay? You're not thrilled about, I'll say it, CJ Stroud. I'll say it. But I need to settle, worst case. Have a good time, y'all, night. See ya, Nickel 9. Left at the dating update. That's funny. But hey. Real ones, remember the Titans. Watch the Titans. Robert Pattinson, Jennifer Lawrence. You know, it's going to be great. They're both actors. I'm a Dodgers fan myself. Respect the rivalry and good fun, so go Dodgers. It's nice having a decent sports team. Decent. They're pretty damn good. Love that movie. But yeah, Night Nickel. Night Nick. Don't need to settle worst case because my parents are going to send me with an arranged marriage, so I'm playing with house money. There you go. House money, I guess. There you go. Yeah, honey, you get girls we know. Brock Purdy mentioned taking notes. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying like I get girls or anything. I've struggled, dude. You guys should have seen me in high school. I was a weird looking fella. But what I'll say is, I really do like this girl. That's the date update. I really do like this girl. And I think what I'm realizing is, if you have high standards, that's not a problem. It's not an issue to not like a lot of the people you go on dates with. Now, I think it's important to go on a bunch of dates, experience what you can. I know a lot of you guys are older than me, so this might sound like I'm like, you know, preaching, but we're all horizontal level here. We're all shooting the shit as guys, and, you know, a couple of women that join in and out. That's cool. But I do think it's important to just hold your standards strong and not lose sight of that. Because there's 8 billion people on Earth, dude. There's probably someone that'll check off not some of the boxes, but all the boxes. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna just, oh, well, ball game, job's finished. I found my girl. The rest of you, like, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if things don't work out with this girl, I will feel like at least it was a really good swing. Because I've been in long-term relationships, and I can say this with 100% certainty. I've never been in a thing where I actually see a long-term future. I can lie to myself, as I'm sure we all have at one time or another, and say, oh, but maybe it'll get better. Maybe, crazier things have happened. Maybe the situation will get better. And it never does. Because you're waiting for something you're waiting for Santa to come down the chimney on Christmas Eve. If you stay up all night and wait for Santa to drop down, spoiler alert, he's not going to show up. Everybody knows that Santa takes the front door. So what I'm saying is, advice to, if you're younger than me, or if you're married, whatever, dating experience and whatnot, I just kind of want to share what I've found. This isn't like me preaching, it's just me sharing what I've found. Standards matter. And if you have like rigid preferences and you have a set thing you're looking for in a person, you never know what kind of people are out there. And one thing me and this girl harped on a lot was, I can't believe we met on a dating app. I cannot believe, like, online dating, because I didn't know she had like a cool personality. I just thought she was hot. Like, I wasn't like, oh, this girl's sweet. Like, I just thought she was hot, so I liked her. We got into a conversation. I didn't think we'd actually go out, because on Hinge, I've matched with a bunch of people. A date never happens. Like I always say, matching with a person is a first down. Does jack shit for you. You got to do so much more legwork. Anyway, didn't think we were actually going to go on a date. Then we did. And then we hit it off. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, I was going to get off the app. This was my last dance match. I was going to get off the app regardless. But now I actually am like leaving the table with something. I'm leaving the casino with money. So I guess I could talk about the date in so many terms, but and I'm not afraid to, there's a hair on my keyboard. It's pissing me off. I'm not afraid to like share details. You guys know that. But I think the main lesson that I can impart that I'm learning myself is that if you have rigid standards, if you have a set thing you're looking for in a partner, you should never settle. And that is the Hunnaball 316, because Hunnaball said so. Okay. What I've learned in 20 minutes is don't take advice from this chat. This is real. Hank Knight, Hanna, don't take dating advice from anyone here. There we go. Hank's out of here. See you guys. I'm 24, so I don't really know if I'm older or younger, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm 23, but the girl I'm dating is 24, so we're right on that line. Right on that line. But I'm also trying to figure out my standards also coming in terms of not settling for less. So I love what you're getting at, brother. I love lying to myself. I'm 17, man. I already feel like dating life is so cooked. It sucks. That's what I'm saying. Like Stoner Cat and I, same age, 5-hour energy, James, a little bit younger, I think. Dating sucks, man. Dating is so much more difficult in 2025 than it was in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, etc. Any other time, you could just walk up to someone and just be like, hey, no other way we could meet, right? Nice to meet you. Now it's just awkward. And that's not to say you're not going to meet your person in person. That's not to say you don't meet your person at a bar, at a club, at work, at the gym, at the library. I could keep naming places. I can keep naming them. But the point is, online, I can't believe it, but online is an option. It is an option that I felt gross about. It's an option that I was like, man, I don't want it. Like, how the fuck? How are you ever gonna like have a speech at a wedding? Just be like, yeah, I looked across the bar and I saw her, and that's my girl. No, I matched with her on a stupid app. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you get there. People said that the Giants are going to regret not taking a quarterback because the draft class in 2025 was a lot worse than the draft class in 2024. People thought the Giants should have taken Jage 9 or Mike Penix, Mikey P. They were like, I can't believe the Giants didn't go quarterback. The class next year sucks. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I know that taking Jackson Dart at 25 or 24, pretty good outcome. So the point is that you have no idea how it's going to happen, but keep an open mind. And my advice to anyone older, younger, whatever, go on as many dates as you can. I know it's it's easier said than done. It's a pain in the ass asking girls out, likes, all that stuff. But if you're kind of iffy about the girl, just go. Just go. That way you can learn your standards and appreciate the real wholesome matches. The date went well. Hanna flexing his dating IQ. I'm trying. Hanna elite life advice knowledge. I appreciate you guys. Hanna Lord Dumb. Silver lining about dating is you only need to be right once. Yes! Yes! Yes, exactly. Moral of the story is don't date the girl in cheer, date the cheer captain. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's good. That's perfect. I'm 16, at least I have school for this shit. Yeah, school's the place to meet people. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. The problem with dating nowadays, there's too many options. People don't know how to socialize anymore. So anytime they don't like what happens, they jump off ship. 1,000% agree. How many times have we said on this stream that Hinge and all these dating apps are just validation machines? That's all they are. You go on there, you see who liked you, and it, you know, makes you happy. Even now, I wasn't even looking for a long-term relationship. I was just online dating because I felt bad about myself. Felt bad. Who doesn't have insecurities? But I'm sitting there and like, oh, this girl's cute and she liked me. Score. And that was all I needed. I was like, oh, we got Levi here. Let's go Bears. #1 seed. Let's go. What a time to join. But yeah, let's go Bears. Doesn't matter how you find the rainbow. It matters you beat the leprechaun. Perfect. You guys are all, everybody in here knows their stuff. Everybody in here knows the I don't know, the soul of life. Hannibal first saw her tip in the Ferris wheel. That's when he fell in love. Thing is, people either know there's a bunch of options or no options. Exactly. Hannah seems really passionate about this. I am. Go Bears. No, I'm passionate about dating, man. I like talking about it because it's the one thing everybody, or most people, I should say, and asexuals are super cool, by the way. I think that's sick. I think being asexual is badass. But most people can relate to dating. Man, woman, kid, old, doesn't matter. Everybody's felt something. Everybody's felt romantic in one way or another. And that's why I like talking about that stuff. And it comes off very narcissistic for me to come on here and talk about, oh, my dating life. Oh, who cares, right? But I think it's more like, who doesn't like living vicariously through someone else talking about dating? And I'll never withhold details. I'll never withhold the fact that we started the day with a kiss, kissed multiple times throughout the date, and kissed to say goodbye. Never hold that back. I showed her my driver's license where I look different. So it's just so great to be a Bears fan right now. Yeah. Look at this, Levi. This is not to rain on your parade. It's just as a Bears fan, you should know this. And we all think it's hilarious. Here's the Bears have a +6 point differential. I just wanted to show that. Congrats to the Bears, though. #1 seed in the NFC. Win out and they have a bye, which is nuts. The 14-3 Chicago Bears. Here come the mighty Bears. Hannah Kisser. There we go. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But, yeah, I don't know. It's fun talking about this. Fuck you mean, kid? Yeah. Kids? Pff, are you kidding me? I guess that come out weird. But what I mean is, like, bro, kids have crushes all the time. Bro, I'm a youth coach. You think I don't hear about this shit? Stuff. You think I don't hear about this stuff? About kids who are, like, in the community crushing on other kids their age? Like, yeah, he's smart. He's good at math. I'm like, yeah, but what's his long-term values? Where does he want to be in 10 years? I ask my players this. I coach co-ed flag football. I'm like, yeah, but what's his sign? What's his net worth? Just saying. I'm ace, actually, non-binary too. Appreciate the support. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! We'll take it, CBJ. Hell yeah! Like I said, I think asexual badass. I think that's cool. But I feel like even asexuals can appreciate, you know, a good story, a good love story with two people involved. I don't know. I think that's super cool though. Yeah, I enjoy giving out advice to help people in relationships though. It helps me feel great. Exactly. Who doesn't love sharing their 2 cents? Because again, more or less everybody's been involved in a situation like this. Even CBJ, who's asexual, I'm sure at one point or another took a swing. At one point or another, like understood, like, all right, like this is life. Like you can't live life without recognizing relationships. You don't have to be like a sexual type. It's friends. Who doesn't have friends? We all have friends. Where everybody in here is friends. So there you go. Absolutely. I love hearing these stories. Exactly. So it's like, you know, it's understanding the complexities and nuances of a relationship, friendship, romantic, parents, whatever. It's all just interworked in the big landscape of the earth. Life is short. Tell stories. That's what I was going to say. I feel like my girlfriend likes my friend more than me. That sucks, Levi. That sucks, man. I'm not trying to laugh. It's just a funny little take there. Oh, man. Well, let her know. Communicate. Communication. It's important. We can all agree on that. Once we find out Ben Johnson was going to the Bears next year, we win in 10 plus in the division. Wait. Was going to the Bears of next year. Oh, we are going to be the Bears of next year. I see. We're going to be the Bears of next year. Yeah, fair enough. We're winning 10 big. I was like, what the hell is Jarv talking about? We are winning big. That is for sure. Did I miss something? Hunter was hitting on soccer moms as a jit. Bro, I'm hitting on soccer moms today. Well, not today, but in general. I'll tell you, man, when I'm youth coaching, I'm looking around at these moms, just looking for a hand without a ring. Just seeing what I can do. But now I feel the need to, you know, settle down a little bit. Not be such a, not even a player. I'm not a player, but, you know, someone that likes to joke about being a player. Yeah, but James loves giving advice out. James wants the Bears to sweep the Packers. You know what? Same. Callie majority, hoping her dad's a Niners fan, Hannah, so you can have a respectful conversation about how Purdy isn't the long-term option. Yeah, not a football girl. Not a football girl. I don't think her parents are football types, which is fine, but I don't think I'm ever going to be like, Brock Purdy sucks. Actually, my ex lived up in NorCal, the Bay, San Jose. Shout out the 219. That's not their area code. But her family were mostly Niner fans, and that was the year the Giants were okay. They went to the playoffs and lost to the Eagles after beating the Kirk Cousins Vikings. That was pre-9. And yeah, I kind of was like, Niners are shit. But again, they were pretty good that year. I think they made the NFC Championship game, so I didn't have much room to talk. That was the Purdy year. Relationship, friendships, parents, football. Exactly. James wants a better draft pick. Oh, that's right. Duh, that's right. I wouldn't hold your breath. I think the Packers will probably make the wild card, but still. Low-key, the Bears floor is a Super Bowl win. Low-key? Yeah, worst case scenario, they win the Super Bowl. Maybe feel that way. Let it be known. I had a similar situation in high school, and my thoughts were totally right. Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh, Levi. I couldn't tell if you're being dead ass or not. If that's a real thing, like my girlfriend, I think my girlfriend likes my friend more than me. Yeah, just call it. Communicate. Let him know, or let her know. Like, hey, why are you being so flirty with Matt all of a sudden? Or whatever the fella's name is. And just call it. But then again, if something feels up and you don't feel secure in the relationship, you don't deserve that situation. Didn't even know asexuals were actually real. They are. Shout out Todd from BoJack Horseman. And again, I think it's badass. Nothing wrong with the soccer mom. Nothing wrong. Can the 23 Eagles happen again to the Eagles? I think so. I think it's likely. When you look at the Eagles' schedule, which I feel like we did this already, not tough games, though. Not tough sledding. Chargers, they'll win that game. Raiders, come on, Raiders. Put them away. Manders might split. Maybe. Just maybe. And then Buffalo will be a little tricky, but I still think the Eagles can win that game. But hell yeah. But Levi, you got support here. Did I say Eli back then? I didn't mean it. Levi, you got support here. Todd reference. Yes. Todd reference. Best show ever. BoJack Horseman. That's another thing I could tell. Kendrick Lamar, Seinfeld, BoJack Horseman. New York Giants. Forgot them. I like to tune them out. But yeah. So TLDR, the date went really well. We went out to sushi. She ordered, which was cool. She definitely knows how to order. Big sushi girl, this one. And that's going to be a headache for the checking account, but down the line. Had a nice convo. Talked a lot, laughed a lot. Here's the thing. I consider myself a pretty good and quick eater. We kept racing through each roll, like who can eat this roll faster. She got me every time. I didn't even let her win. Got me every single time. What the hell? She was smoking me in this sushi eating race. She was Joey Chestnut. I told her, I was like, you're like Joey Chestnut. She was like, who the hell's Joey Chestnut? And I was like, you really don't know sports, girl. Ew, sushi. Wow, not a big sushi guy. That's interesting. I love sushi, man. It's my thing. But View from halfway down got robbed of an Emmy because Rick Morty's vat of acid. Such a great episode. Such a great episode, man. I showed my ex that episode. She's like, it was good. You kind of overhyped it a little bit. I was like, nope. And now we're not together. Funny how that happens. I feel like the Eagles could lose to any team this year. Yeah, Raiders. We're holding out hope. I think the Eagles would more likely, this Eagles team would more likely phone it in against the Raiders and just like actually stumble and lose the game instead of lose to a beaten up and not that great Chargers team. Even though I know what happened today. The Chargers brought belt to ass on the Raiders. Cowboys take division. One of my friends is a Chargers fan. No, I have the Chargers somehow do it. Well, there we go. So James has a Foot in every camp now. There we go. Someone used to be a sushi line cook. It was, I hope it was a good meal, brother. It was damn good. I'm actually really surprised because I live in California, right? Again, not to put myself on blast here. I live in California. I'm not far from the water. I drove decently far to this girl, pretty inland. And, I thought the sushi was going to be really bad because, again, it's away from the water. But again, it's not like all this stuff is fresh caught. So ended up being pretty damn good. Then we just walked around. And you know what? Here's the thing I want to bring up. Not a big hand holder. I don't know. I think hand holding is kind of passe at this point. Am I the only one that thinks we've kind of aged out of hand holding? You know what? And that day she became my ex. The day she became my ex mentally, Giants were playing the Texans. I've told this story before. Giants were playing the Texans. Giants are winning, but not by much. Again, this was the year the Giants were good, and Texans were like 2-12. This was pre-Stroud, and it was with Davis Mills, which whole weird thing. But with Davis Mills, it was the Lovie Smith year. Giants are beating the Texans, but not by much, and I'm sweating the game like the Giants are going to lose. Oh my God. And she said, I hope the Giants lose. You always talk about them. And then I knew we were going to break up. Then I knew that was it. Pain on seafood. Love seafood. There we go. Love seafood. Love sushi. Do you think I could find someone better? Well, I don't know the inner workings of the relationship, but the fact of the matter is, if you're sitting there thinking that she has feelings for someone else, that in and of itself eats away at you, which in turn eats away at her. And I think if the relationship's not a, like, foundationally set, like, rock solid thing, I'm not saying get out, but definitely communicate and at least make your voice heard. Because, you know, you just don't want to waste time. Life's short, you know? Life's short and there's a lot of fish out there. I mean it. It's tough to meet them. It's tough to find them. I'd say dating right now, I don't know. It's like being in the ocean, but 90% of the fish are, you know, scattered throughout. You know, it's like being in the ocean. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what the ocean's like. It is like, say there's plenty of fish in the sea. It is like being in the ocean, dude. There's a bunch out there, but it's a pain in the ass to go find it. But if you could overcome that gap, and to be honest with you guys, from the looks of it, everybody in here's got a good head on their shoulders. Everybody in here's talking their talk. Hand holding's kind of lame. I'd rather keep my hand in her back pocket. Yeah, you see? Jarv's got game. Jarv's got game. I went arm around. I was like walk and hug, but it works out. Hand holding is kind of lame. I'm glad we agree. But what I was going to say is, like, just don't be a, like, fucking, like, don't be a prick about it. You know, like, don't be like, you know, don't be the, like, a loser guy. The guys know, like, traditionally what you should and shouldn't do. Just go, not even the extra mile, the extra step. You go an extra step. You stand out like crazy in this dating scene. The problem is, here's the thing. A lot of guys suck, and in turn, a lot of girls suck. So what happens is, the girls that suck tell every guy, they're like, oh, I like being treated like garbage. So then every guy thinks, oh, all women are the same. All girls want to be treated like garbage. So I'm just going to do that. And the good guys actually give up because they came across some demon girl, because there's plenty, dime a dozen, come across one of these demon girls who like being treated poorly. And then the guy learns to do it wrong. And I'm sure the same thing happens reverse too. This isn't just a gender issue, but I'm just saying I speak as a male, as always. But what I think happens is that causes the good guys to give up. So what I'm saying is not being like, oh, you know, keep fighting the good fight, soldier. Like, shit sucks. But I just kind of think that interacting with a bad person shouldn't sour you on everyone else you meet. And that's something not a lot of people get. And that's something that I wish was more taught and, you know, focused in the whole self-help and like self-love movement of being able to not let other people, past experiences, define your present and define your future. That was a big thing I was thinking about tonight, because this girl's very honest, very upfront, and I like that. I appreciate that. But I'm trying to be all coy, all cool, because every girl I've ever gone out with has been like in the game, like in the chase. One of the girls that I was talking to, which this story will be told at one stream or another, one of the girls I was talking to was a big laws of power type. 48 or 49 laws of power, 48, Robert Greene. Let me tell you something. You ever meet a girl that swears or like references the 48 laws of power, or a guy, get the hell out of there, man. That is the How to Manipulate People book. That book is such shit. It is a bunch of nonsense. They're citing like this is me, the 23-year-old, citing Robert Greene, the best-selling actor, basically the author, best-selling author. This guy, read books. That's his tip. Dude, 66, doesn't look like a player, but he wrote The Art of Seduction, 48 Laws of Power, a bunch of other nonsense. And let me tell you something. This guy, man, he's a grade A manipulator, dude. And the things in this book are the problem with dating, which is funny because it was written in 98. But it's all like the chase. It's all like, be unavailable, play games, leave something in their car to let them know, play a song, let them be an escape from the day-to-day monotony. I read the book. It sucked. I left the book feeling gross. I felt gross. Much like when I watched the Giants. Anyway, back to this. I missed a lot of chats, so my bad. But yeah, Levi, I do think you could find someone better if you feel inadequate. We got Bounty again, Bounty, talking about RJ Harvey. Let's go. Big. Worst thing that happened to me, toxic marriage. Yeah, that sucks. That'll bury you. Fun fact, I'm bouncing all over. Fun fact, majority of sushi restaurants in LA SoCal area are actually majority Korean owned. Huh. Didn't know that. That is a fun fact. Shoot. Now I know. No matter how comfortable we are, now my bitch just wouldn't shut up. Gets easier with age, man. Don't rush. Yeah, totally. Stoner Cat, we're the same age, man. 23, 24. Like, we're flipping a coin here. Yeah, gets easier with age. Exactly. Sit and forget, shrimp or sushi. I like them both, but I think they're very different. Shrimp in like a fried rice, sushi just straight. But again, that's like saying pizza or penne alla vodka. It's like it's kind of drilling down a little bit, but hey. You can't just show someone View from Halfway Down cold. BoJack is a serialized show. You have to watch them watch an episode. I would not. What do you think I am, Jarv? Who do you think I am? Dude, we watched the whole series, and I was telling her the whole time, I was like, I think you're really going to like the second to last episode. I think that's going to be your favorite. I'm calling it now. I think it's going to be, we watched the whole show. I would not just cold turkey A View from Halfway Down. No, man. I showed her the whole show, and then I was like, you're going to really like this episode. And she was like, it was okay. I'm on the other way. Hand-holding is fine. I hate hug walking. Hey, fair enough. Game is game. But I was not a big hand-holding guy. I've realized that tonight. I was like, I just hate hand-holding. I just hate it. Oh, boy. Should I pull up the standings again? I don't know. Anyway, what else you guys saying? Never been into those books, more into history, philosophy stuff. Yeah. What'd I miss? I missed a couple things. I feel like I always miss Jarvis messages. Because Jarv and I have a rapport. He knows I'll get back. You spitting facts though, Hannah. All I hear is guys like this, girls like this. No girl guy you've ever interacted or like that sounds like you're a problem. Yeah. People have this like syndrome, not syndrome like syndrome, but like from Incredibles syndrome kind of thing where they tear the poster down and they're like, I hate women and I hate men. Men are shit. And it's like, but what does that accomplish? The only person that loses in that equation is the human race. It'd be nice if we like, kept existing. Just say, hot take. Never really been into those books, more history or philosophy stuff. Yeah. Manipulative self-help, aka anything written by Robert Greene. No thanks. If someone ever pitches you a book saying this book will, you'll rethink the whole way you see life, change everything, that's where I kind of have some reservations. Because then you have this grandiose text that's all trying to be something that it's not. It's like, oh, life-changing literature. It's like, I don't really think so. I think Robert Greene's just a manipulator who's mad they didn't get any back in the day. Which, as you can see, not much of a shock. But this guy knows how to seduce women. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power and the 33 Strategies of War. Let's read these, shall we? Actually, let's read these. Let's just real quick. Never outshine your... You see how stupid... The first one! I didn't even pick it! The first one! Never outshine your master. Yeah, cool. Don't trust friends, use enemies. Cool. Mask your intentions. That's healthy. Protect your reputation. Always say less than necessary. Court attention at all cost. Win through action, not argument. I guess that's a good one. Let others work and take the credit. It's like great. Again, just how to manipulate people. Despise the free lunch. Anyways, whatever. That book sucks. Ayo, what am I looking at? Seriously, I thought this was a sports stream. Okay. Here. Okay. I've really missed a few. I'm at the game. I just put the jersey back on. I'm glad to hear it. But throw the Falcons jersey back on. Hun, in your opinion, how much PDA is too much PDA? Sex. I'm not anti-PDA. I'm with it. I'm pro PDA. You can mark me down. Hunter loves the Giants, but he'll never fail to dunk on them at random times. Oh yeah, that's earned trauma for you. That's earned. I talked a lot about my Giants tonight because she asked me. She was like, "What's a secret that no one knows?" And I couldn't tell her because I'm an open book. But I told her, I was like, "Here's the thing I don't tell a lot of people. I've told the stream, but you know." I have a folder on my phone every time the Giants suffer a catastrophic loss, which for anybody wondering, she didn't know, but for anybody wondering, these are the videos I've made. These are the losses I've made videos after. Commanders in 2021, or football team in 2021, Monday Night Football, Dexter Lawrence jumps off sides, but he didn't, and cost the Giants a game. That's what started the folder. Second time, last year, Giants beat the Colts, cost themselves the #1 pick. I was so mad I had to rant into my phone. This was before I streamed. Then, this year, Cowboys game, course. Broncos game, course. And that's 4 videos in this folder. So there will be more, no doubt. But yeah, love the Giants. And it's tough to answer the PDA question, by the way. I've been thinking about that, but you know, it's tough. It's tough to quantify, but I think, you know, just whatever feels natural. It's up to person. Sometimes people aren't weird about it. They're not like, get a look at us. We're kissing. I don't care for that. I feel like most of the girls I've been pursued have been a wine mom type. Here you go, James. In high school, persuading mine. Bone tea. Oh, that's even cooler. Damn. Oh, she sucks if you watched the whole show and thought View from halfway down was mid. What the fuck? Thank you. Thank you. Favorite BoJack episode is the underwater one, not gonna lie. That's a take. The first time I watched it, I didn't like it. Once I realized that it was like critically acclaimed and pretty good, I revisited it, looked at it from a critic's lens. It's a good episode. If you haven't seen BoJack Horseman, wouldn't recommend it if you're, you know, it's not a good show to watch if you want to get happy, but it's a good show. That's my take on it. But it is great. It's great. It's a great day to be a Bears fan. It really is. It really is, Levi. And do we think Detroit's going to make the playoffs? No, I don't. I mean, I don't know the Detroit end of their schedule. It's tough. Dallas, Rams, Steelers. I mean, like, these are winnable games. But I feel like, I mean, they've already beat the Bears. They have the tiebreaker. It's just losing was tough. Losing to the Packers on Thanksgiving was tough. Like, the Niners are 9-4. Lions are 2 games back from them. They'd have to really claw back. Get it, Lions? They'd have to really claw back. They'd have to more or less win 5 or at least 3 or 4 games out of this bunch. Even then, you don't love the odds. It's going to be tough sledding. It's not impossible. They have easy games, but it's not impossible. I mean, I think some books can definitely change your outlook. Yes, but if it's pitched to you, I agree with you. But I think if it's pitched to you, like, this will change your life, there's an ulterior motive there, and I don't care for that. No, because my Cowboys are winning out. Fair enough. Fair enough. A lot of those aren't that bad. It's just worded very shitty. Yeah, again, it's just when you put it all together as one book. Again, I've read the text. It's very, here's what here's what Constantinople did back in the day to swoon women. And it's like, that's not, good thing Constantinople's not around it. Constantinople's not a person. That's a place. You know what I mean, though? This is what Achilles did. I was like, I didn't even know Achilles was real. Now you're telling me this is how he flirted? I didn't even know the dude existed. They're like pulling like Bible text. Like, here's what Jebediah did. Anyways, I always say no one can piss me off more than my team, and no one can talk as much shit about my team. Exactly. That's exactly it. It's exactly it. You got to earn it. You got to earn it, man. I'm not big on PDA. My parents weren't big PDA people. I think that passed down to me. Yeah. My parents weren't big PDA people. Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, I'm not a huge PDA guy. I don't pursue it, but you know, if it's on it's, you know, it's like dinner rolls. It's like, I'm not going to go to the grocery store and buy dinner rolls. I'm 23. But if they're there, it's bread. I'm not going to say no to bread. I'm not going to say no to a hug. Come on. The underwater one was great. Any episode's good with no dialogue. It's a feat of art. That is true. It's very impressive. James is leaving. Have a good one, James. Kick ass tomorrow. Everybody kick ass tomorrow. But, you know, James is leaving, and I actually caught him at the time, this one. If they beat Dallas, they can. Yeah. think we're talking about the Lions, but who knows, dude? Who knows? This Detroit team is all up and down, and Dallas is red hot. If Dallas wins that game, Detroit's out. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Look at the Giants' points for and the other team around them. It's so funny. Yeah, we looked at it. The Lions, this is the thing though with the Lions. When they win big. They really pour it on. The Lions run up the score like no team I've ever seen, and that's why they have 350 points for, which is almost 100 more than the Giants. Good God. Cowboys have 351. That's crazy. Who else? Seahawks have 350. Didn't expect that to be that high. Wow. Jeez. The Cowboys have the most points for in the NFL. How do you like that? Lions and Hawks right behind. I'm so happy I don't have school tomorrow. Oh, why? Is there a holiday? Oh, it's a break? Oh, hello. Nice. Shoot, I forgot about that. Yeah, man. Cash it in. Constantinople is just Istanbul. Okay, yeah, so I was wrong. But you know what I mean. Gross to make the first move to make me feel comfortable. Yeah, it helps. It helps, that's for sure. I love how we're going back and forth. Sports, women. It's funny. This one girl at my old gym, we were supposed to go on a date and she ended up traveling the world and it never happened. I thought she was the one too. Damn. That's the thing. The expectations get high. You would never want to impose expectations onto something that you don't know what you have. What did she say? Yeah. So by the way, this girl, I wanted to see what she texted me. She goes, so many lore drops tonight. I loved it. It's easy to talk to you. I like that a lot. Smiley face. Like, yeah. 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 All right. What do you think about the Chiefs' playoff chances? Ooh, pretty slim, to be honest with you. The fact that the Chargers keep winning games, which again, no one thought they were going to lose to the Raiders, but the Chiefs are the 10 seed right now. They're behind the Steelers, the Texans, the Bills. It's going to be tough sledding, especially because the Chargers are finding ways to win. I think the Chargers have a relatively easy... No, they do not. Wow, okay. No, they do not. The Chiefs would have to win this one. The Chiefs would have to win this game in LA. They would need Herbert to be okay. They would need Herbert to be a little dinged up, and they have to win that game in LA. We're going to know in about 2 weeks what these playoffs are going to look like. The Lions are going to play the Cowboys by then. That's this Thursday. Damn, that's going to be a fun one. I'm excited to talk about that. It's going to be tricky, though. They got to leapfrog the Steelers, the Texans, and I want to say they're pretty easy. Houston's has a tough schedule at the end of the year. What is going on? It's probably just division matchups and just tough. I mean, Cardinals. What is going on? Right when I think the Texans have a tough schedule, they actually have a pretty light one. Jeez. So that's the thing. The Chiefs are going to have to jump them. Isn't Herbert kind of hurt or something? He is, and we don't actually know. He said he's okay, though. We just read the update. Said he's okay. Let's double check. Yeah, not concerned. Not concerned about the hand injury. Bears are 100% going to the playoffs. I think so. I mean, they just need a couple more wins, but it doesn't look too bad. 9 wins and at the end of week 13. Pretty great. Congratulations to the Bears. Lions are basically the Nash Sons of the NFL. Yeah, that's a great take. That's a great comparison. That's perfect. Snow day? No shit. Okay. Snow day. Nice. Congratulations to you, Levi. The Seahawks had 2 back-to-back 40-point games. Yeah, but the Seahawks do it with style. The Lions are the kings of running the score up. Seahawks actually are winning a lot of games. Seahawks don't run the score up. They just kill people in the first half, and then they just chill. The Lions, the Bears game was a great example. The Lions, they will just not stop scoring. I cannot believe the Seahawks blanked the Brosmer Vikings. That blows. I found cool. On her story, she was on stage with Morgan Wallen. These country guys, they're dangerous. They're there to steal your girl. Drop a like if you haven't already. Just wanted to remind you guys. There was a French exchange student I saw at school one day, so I got her on Instagram. She went back to France literally the next day. Yeah, no. Who among us doesn't have sad dating stories? Gail's still here. Hell yeah. Texans can run the table, not going to lie. Yeah. Apparently their schedule's not too tough. They just have to win a couple big ones, but yeah. Houston Texans. Cowboys Lions feel like the first non-Thanksgiving TNF matchup in a while. Yeah, it's going to be good. This is going to be a good one, hopefully. Hopefully it's high scoring. That would be nice to see. George Pickens get involved. Bears will be a wild card team, though, not winning the division yet. Also 52-21 loss to the Lions. Just can't get out of my head. That was also a while ago. That was the Bears' second game with Ben Johnson. I agree with you. I think in a vacuum, the Lions probably would beat the Bears, maybe. Not to rain on the parade, but it is what it is. I think in a vacuum, the Lions probably beat the Bears, but we don't live in a vacuum. The Bears are pulling out gritty wins. The Lions aren't. And we all know the Lions should have lost to the Giants. So should the Bears. So should the Packers. Saints, Cowboys, Commanders, not really. Eagles, the second time, got screwed. And Denver. The Dolphins dream is still alive. It's so crazy, it just might work. Mike McDaniels is going to hang around, though. Mike McDaniels is going to stick around. I like it. I'd so much rather see the Dolphins in the playoffs than the Chiefs. That'd be so funny. They should. The Dolphins have won 4 out of 5. They really have. All right, bro. It's too late for this. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night, Uncreative. Thanks for stopping by. Glad Brosmer sucks, so KOC has no choice but to start 9 versus the Giants. Well, I mean, either way, you're going to get fireworks. 9, Brosmer. If Dart's playing, it's going to be a fun one. And maybe the Giants won't get swept by the NFC North. That'd be cool. Honestly, as long as this year's Super Bowl has something different than Chiefs, Eagles, Niners rotation, I'll be decently satisfied. Agreed. Agreed. I'm sick of those teams. I'm sick of those colors. I'm sick of those teams. Give us something new. Give us Daniel Jones. On one leg. If you're Buffalo, by the way, or Baltimore, it's your one shot, I feel like. This is your one shot before all the money starts coming in, before, you know, both teams are relatively healthy. I feel like Ravens not as much, but Bills got to cash this chance in. And I don't know if they're going to. I just don't think they're going to. Do the Lions still know how long MAGA Steve Smith Sr. is out? Who the hell's MAGA Steve Smith Sr.? Am I missing something? Yeah, what are you talking about? Didn't the Rams put up like 30 to 40 hell in London? That was London. Jet lag. See, it doesn't count. Doesn't count in Gale's book. Gale just checks and forgets all the games the Jags lost and comes in here when the Jags win. And I respect that. Gale, you have an enigmatic presence in this stream. Dolphins could win the next 3 games. The Dolphins could win the next 5. Shoot. Look at this. Look at this. They could beat the Jets. Easy. Steelers are ice cold. Bengals, that's going to be tougher. But who knows? They could, you're right. Tampa, Baker, yeah. I mean, I was thinking, if the Pats sit their starters here, then maybe, but again, who knows? Maybe this game will get stunned. Amon-Ra, you're right! I forgot Amon-Ra got blasted as Mr. MAGA. MAGA man. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's a good question. How long is he out? What does the Amon-Ra injury look like? Let's look that up really quick. Let's see. How long will he be out? I guess we should just watch like a fantasy doctor. Sustained low ankle sprain. Okay. Low ankle sprain, no structural damage. I'm no doctor, but he'll definitely be back around, I don't know, I want to say a couple weeks. Tops. Should I pull an all-nighter? Maybe. Maybe, Levi. Maybe get a game going. Maybe I should pull an all-nighter. Maybe we should just stream all night. No, that's not going to happen. The stream's actually coming to an end soon. I guess they only work on y'all, Gale. London's basically a home game. That's true. Jarvis got a point. Which Super Bowl has the best color matchup? I think out of this year, I really want to see the Seahawks. Ever's a better answer. I think the best Super Bowl color matchups are 2. They're both with the Broncos because I just think orange looks good on an NFL logo. I think the best Super Bowl matchup logo-wise have been Broncos-Seahawks and then Broncos-Panthers. Thought those were pretty fun. Broncos-Seahawks especially because it was best offense going against best defense, different colors. Looks great. And then the game was a total snooze. 48 Laws reminder. Yeah, seriously. Just when in doubt, get reminded. Plug in his book. I'm plugging Robert Greene's book. If you hadn't heard of it, now you have. There you go. If Baltimore or Buffalo can't make it this year of all years, I think next year is their last real chance of getting anything. Yeah. The clock is ticking. And the Ravens, not so much, but the Bills don't have a Super Bowl. The Bills need something. The Bills really need this one. They're the big bad boogeyman. Big bad boogeyman might just miss the playoffs. The Chiefs. Bills got to cash us in. The conference is wide open for the taking. If the Bills can't do it, oh man, I don't want to overreact and say you got to fire Sean McDermott, but this like the road to the AFC. No offense, Gale, but come on. The Jags are hosting a playoff game for God's sake. What are we talking about here? Broke my rule. I'm drinking water on stream, but I'm making a much conscious effort to not sip so long. So there you go. Wouldn't be surprised if most Detroit guys call themselves MAG. Yeah, there you go. Michigan for you. Winning AFC South is very different than winning NFC North. Packers and Lions are both crazy good, whereas Colts, Texans aren't nearly that level. Also, Trevor's better than Caleb. I'm with you. It is not reflected on the hill. Again, the hill lies. But again, Trevor's moving up. Straight up, Trevor's moving up. Muhammad's thinking about pulling an all-nighter for writing. Dying to write, but I have no time in between 2 jobs. Hey, man. When in doubt, write. Right. Get something going. Steelers, Cardinals. That's a great color matchup. That is good. Hydration is important. Jags and host a playoff game. I know, seriously. A playoff game live from Duval. Jags are not that bad of a team. I'm not saying they're bad. But they're the 3rd team of the AFC? The 3rd seed? Wow. The 3 seed. With a 2-game boost on the 4 seed? Whoa. Again, it's just I think the Bills should win. That's all I'm saying. It's only Caleb's 2nd year. What are you talking about, Caleb? I guess, yeah. We are comparing apples to oranges a little bit. By the way, just really quick, I've had the music going. Like on another screen. My TV, by the way, it's not like I have 2 monitors, but I have my TV plugged in by HDMI. Look at this. I've been looking at this all day. I've been looking at that all stream. Just Mario Kart music. To study/relax to. There we go. Mario getting jiggy. Have an application for grad school, a script from my friend, an idea about the Boston Celtics. Well, I'd spend the most time on the latter. Maybe send Joe Mazzulla some plays. He needs them. Rooting for the Jags since the Ghetto Birds are out. Are they officially eliminated? Not quite. Anything is possible. They have the tiebreaker over Minnesota. Just saying. He's jamming. Yeah. Good luck with grad school, but I want to see the Boston Celtics thoughts. Yeah, Mohammed, drop your manifesto in the chat. I love how everyone's like just conversing amongst. I love how everyone's just conversing in the chat. It's great. But yeah, fellas, Jags are a good team with a mid QB holding them back. I think they're a good defense. Their run game's good too. I don't think Trevor's holding them back. I think he makes some just random decisions. What are his stats looking like on the year? He's got 14 tubs, 11 picks, 29 sacks. 2,400 yards. Yeah, not inspiring, but not terrible. Not great. Not great at all, to be honest with you. My Grizzlies are on a 3-game win streak. Maybe we can rise from the ashes and make a run. Is it time to get rid of Ja? Probably. But hey, basketball's basketball. It's a whole different thing. Dare we? Basketball check. Lakers beat the Pelicans. Rockets beat the Jazz. Again, I have no idea what's going on in the NBA right now. Celtics over the Cavs. Knicks. Thunder win again. Thunder are 20-1. Okay, sure. I'll just take that and go on with my night. Jeez, back to the Jags. Trevor's definitely been a disappointment. No one's going to disagree with that. Caleb's having a better season than Trevor. Let's compare. Really quick. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Caleb, that's his name. Williams, right? And 2,700, objectively way better. Yeah, he's better in every stat. Sacked less. He has more help, to be fair, but he's playing better. Straight up. Damn. Maybe the hill sticks to not lying. Damn. 2,407. Just curious about the yards. 2,407 compared to 27. Yep. I don't even like passing yards, but that is a stat. Who's your NBA team? Lakers. Yay. California. I think Carolina's going to make the playoffs. I think so too. I hope so. That'd be sick. It's going to be tough though. Thanks, MySpace. When it comes to playoff time, I'd 1,000% rather a guy who's pulled out gritty wins and almost beat Mahomes in KC with Christian Kirk as wide receiver one compared to someone who hasn't seen a playoff game and someone who beat Mahomes straight in Jacksonville. That's fair. It's a fair point. I didn't see that until now, but yeah. Honestly, Carolina could, but that depends on the Bucks, how much worse the injuries get. I do think Carolina, they don't have to win. They don't have to win the division to get into the playoffs, but that would be nice. I'd much rather go through the division than the wild card this year. If I'm in the NFC South, that is. It does depend on how injured Tampa is. Agreed. It's just proposing a question about how clutch Tatum is, or can the Celtics move on without him? They ain't like the Pacers who've been lobotomized by 2 players leaving. Wonder what the Celtics will look like without Tatum. I guess we're watching it right now. They're doing okay. But Tatum is their superstar. I know he's a cornball. Everyone likes to dunk on Tatum, but he's a really good basketball player who helps the Celtics and is part of their identity. So I'm with you. NBA has way too many games until closer to playoffs. It's hard to care. Agreed. Everybody knows they should just reduce the games, but the NBA is just too cowardly to do that. Let's go Lakers. They're still winning games with playoff rate. Just get past round one is all I want. There you go. There you go. Set the bar low. Can't get disappointed when you're rooting for the Celtics. I don't want to hear Caleb has better weapons. Jags traded up for generational two-way talent and Hunter, so I don't want to hear it. And Hunter's in the ER. Yeah, and Hunter's hurt. Hunter's hurt, man. So there you go. Nice and quick sip. But yeah, fellas. So that's the current landscape of the NFC. Here's the AFC, by the way. Fair enough. I'm not going to lie, more of an NFL guy. I only got into the NBA from a friend. Lakers primarily, so maybe choose a secondary team for fun. I chose the Jazz. Hey. Well, there you go. 1 for 2. Lakers are great. Lakers are very much the Cowboys of the NBA, and I know that, we're supposed to hate the Cowboys, but here we are. Maybe Hunter wouldn't be hurt if Trevor wouldn't throw hospital balls. Now we're pointing fingers. We need my big bro Tatum, the Green Gooner, the anomaly. That's what I mean. Give Tatum his due. It's like what we did with Thomas, but we got Irving. We lost our start to move on to another. If there's one team that can do it, it's the Celtics, but the CBA makes the NBA super gross. I don't know. I don't care for it. It's weird. Boy, we're bouncing all over the place. Basketball. We got Jarv and Gail arguing about Trevor. We got a bunch of people just conversing. I feel like I'm just watching you guys talk, which is fine. I think it's cool. I'm still watching this video of Mario just two-step. So there's that. Yeah, no, and Jarvis is a very well-documented Trevor hater, so that's not news. Now you're just hating. Yeah, that's very common in this chat. Hating on Trevor Lawrence, loving Trevor Lawrence, there you go. They have Laurie, he's a freaking peak, yeah. Right now the Celtics are too matchup dependent because we can't trust Queta Garza minutes when it matters. We have a reliable secondary scorer since D. White's been so inconsistent. There you go. There you go. Again, I can't comment too much on basketball. All I can say is I agree. I can't sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about. I hate the Cowboys and the Lakers. I'm doing my part. That's the way to do it. Throw the Yankees in there too. And UT Austin. Screw them all. I'm with you. Bama, I should say. Or Ohio State. Who is the Dallas Cowboys of college football? It's Bama, right? It's not Ohio State. Right? Is it USC? No, it's not USC. Who is the Dallas Cowboys of college football? That's the question I pose to you guys. I think Cincinnati's going to make the playoffs. That would be wild. If the 4-8 Bengals make the playoffs, that would be cool. I'd be so down. They could winning the division. They very well could. It's just going to be a long road ahead, that's for sure. Ohio State. All right, fair enough. MySpace, that's the point I'm adding to the writing. That's a good point. I'm adding that to the writing. There you go. There you go. Call it MySpacing. Is it basketball? I don't know. Laurie's having an season. I'd love to try and build around him, but I know the org might trade him. Apparently, I want to say the Warriors were going to trade for Markkanen, but Draymond was said no thanks because he knew he was going to be a part of the trade, so he said he sucked. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Bama, and Ohio State. We hate them both. All right, okay. Jags, after they fired Urban Meyer's top offensive line, ranked bottom 20, not top 10. They overpaid Christian Kirk as wide receiver 1, not a Doomsday DJ Moore. They are not the same. T-Law does more with less. Those more picks, that's for sure. Again, who knows? Probably Texas or USC, overrated teams that never do shit. Okay. I'd say Ohio State. Okay, so we're between Ohio State. Huh, okay. Notre Dame's also included in this dialogue. I want to say Texas, but they are like the Texas A&M. No, it's not A&M. It can't be A&M. I always hate how overhyped Trevor I just saw with him. He was just the benefit of an all-time Clemson team. Yeah, Hunter Renfrow. Caleb was supposed to be fantastic last season, too. It was allegedly the best position, number 1 picks ever been put in. He was a total dud. It's an interesting conversation, I'm not going to lie. It's an interesting back and forth. You guys are both making excellent points, and I'm just here hanging out, tagging along. Bam feels more like New England. You still don't know me. Welcome to the chat. Broncos are 10-2, and I'm still not sure if they're actually good or not. Look, You don't know me, and we don't know the Broncos. That's for sure, man. There you go. I'm completely with you. They're the #1 seed. They certainly don't feel like it. We'll find out in the playoffs. I think if there's one thing for sure to understand about the Broncos, their defense is great. Bo Nix is not. But hey, a win's a win. You take it. They're going to go into Vegas. Easy dub there. Packers, hopefully that game is good. And then they have 4 tough games, tough outs. Chargers, not as much, I don't think. But, you know, it's got to be Ohio State. Damn. Okay. So it seems like Ohio State. I mean, Bama almost had the most natties. Golly, I feel like it's Ohio State is winning the vote at least. Green said no in 2023. Green has more to do to stay. Slash Bros broke up. Green's not doing his part. Yeah, Splash Bros. Yeah, Green is definitely not doing his part. He's been brutal. Broncos is your father. There it is. Another Broncos fan joining again. Congratulations. Bo Nix still sucks. And this should have been a Giants win. Whatever. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Team win for Denver, though. Beating the Manders. Shout out to my Iowa boy, though. Riley Moss, a traffic cone. I thought he was better. I thought he was like a really good corner. And now he gets talked about in the broadcast for having the most PIs and also just getting burnt. Surtan's locked down, so Riley Moss really shouldn't have that tough of a job. That being said, being corner, so tough. You got to remember, these are players are people too, guys. Jarvis wins some games first. Jeez. Ohio and Michigan feels like Packers Bears. A hatred as old as football has carried on throughout the years. I will say, Ohio State, Michigan, it's one of the very few cool college football things that I like and know about. I'm a fan. But yeah. So if you're popping by to talk about the Broncos, congrats. We covered that. But drop a like. And if you're, hanging out, talking your talk, then, that's cool too. Yeah. To be honest, though, guys, good week of football. It was an underdog Thanksgiving. It was an underdog Black Friday. And it was almost an underdog Sunday Night Football. Broncos haters are down bad right now. Yeah, it's a team win. Went to overtime with the Commanders. Won by 1. But yes, the Broncos are 10-2. Win's a win. I'm really excited to see this team in the postseason. Just kidding. No, I'm not. This team is terrible and super boring to watch. Terrible. The team's not terrible. The team is terrible to watch. The team's not terrible, objectively. Any hinge updates? Not quite. I did that earlier on Sunday, but I went on a date, just got back, wore this shirt, this polo. Went well. Went really well. So probably will be a third date. We're texting now. I got to respond to her. So there we go. What's your record, big dog? The Broncos record reverse. 2-10, actually. 2-10. Go Giants, but we all know. We all know what should have happened on this day. We all know that this is not... Play this game 99 times. It doesn't end up like this. But that 100th time, everything changes. But win's a win. I feel like it's funny. For some reason, Broncos fans come in here chirping more than any other fan base. And that's including Philly, by the way. Any other fan base. And it's hilarious. Sure, man. Speaking of Green Bay, Wisconsin got absolutely fucked after NIL. Came into college football. They have no donors, so they're down to the pits of the Big Ten after being on top of it. Go Titans. There you go. NIL mess up a lot. NIL did mess up a lot. Titans to the Super Bowl. You still in the hunt for the fantasy playoffs? Oh, hell yeah. It looks. You tell me, guys. You think I'm going to win this one? I think I'm going to. It looks pretty good. This is me. Mooney Tunes. You like it? Huh? Did the logo myself. No AI. Screw that. Did the logo myself. Let's roll. Mooney Tunes. Smoked this fella, King Salmon. 87% shot to win. I got a 23 point cushion, plus Travion Henderson left to play, and all that's left to go against is Diggs. So, as long as Mondre doesn't vulture us, Travion gets involved, and Stephon Diggs doesn't put on 50, we will be in good shape. Thanks for the 2 catches, Rome. Thanks a lot. T-Mac had 1 catch, but thank God it was a 43-yard touchdown. So yeah, Caleb Williams kind of screwed the pooch. The bench looks bad. Rico Dowdle only got 10 points. That's a bummer. Shador, Harold Fannin. Blake Corum had a day. There we go. Congrats to Blake Corum. Why on earth did you pick Tennessee to cover? I'll tell you why. I'm low-key a Titans fan at this point of the season. I don't know why, but I'm low-key rooting for the Titans every shot I get. You know I love the Jags too, Gail. And yeah, isn't it nice being able to read this? The crisp 1080p? Come on. What's the Broncos record if refs weren't blowing leads and blowing loads and ponies? 0-12. That's their record. If that weren't, you take that out, you leave that at the door. They're 0-12. The Patriots just barely squeak by tomorrow night. I just want to say I'm sorry in advance. That's fair enough, Mahi. You know where we'll be. Pop on in, talk your talk, or I'll talk mine. I'm rooting for the Giants, but I can live with an L. I really don't know how to feel about the Broncos, man. I feel like they could either give us a decent playoff showing or just give us what last postseason, which was disgraceful. Well, the good news is if they don't show up in the playoffs, we only have to watch them once. The scary part is if they start winning games and they're just super boring and dry. Again, it's not that I hate defensive teams. It's that I hate defensive teams that also have bad offenses. And that's Denver. And Sean Payton's a prick. We know this. I got Dart and Hendo left to play, only down by 6 points. Everyone's played my opponent. Done. That's so free. That's so free. The Dart lay is back. God, I wish I kept Jackson Dart. Damn it. One of us, buy the Restrepo jersey. Seriously. I'm sure if I can get it on discount, I'll get the Restrepo jersey. That's my guy. You Miami. Let's roll. Come on, Canes. I'm a Peyton. Oh, Raising Canes sounds good. Damn. I was going to get tacos. Raising Canes sounds great, though. I'm a Peyton hater. Broncos just get it by osmosis. 1 week 7 game, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who would have thought? The Broncos going 0-4 to close out the season after the Raiders win. Okay, Gail, I like it. That would be funny. That would be a fall off. Thanks for jinxing me, Hunna. Yeah, no, man, come on. Come on, Jarv, you're good. 6 points. Nobody's stopping Denver and Denver. Y'all better pray we don't get the #1 seed. Yeah, I mean, I'm praying because I'd like to see Denver get bounced quick. I'd like to see Denver get bounced quick, so I hope they're not the one. Hope it's literally any other team, which at this rate seems like it's the Patriots or Denver. That's crazy. Love good defenses, but man, I don't like having the defense carry the game. Exactly. What do you say about the 85? What do you think about the 85 Bears? Great team. Obviously, they played 40 years ago. It'd be funny if the Bears won on the 40-year anniversary. But yeah, 85 Bears are great. Mike Singletary. Trying to think of people I can name from that team. Mike Singletary, Richard Dent, William Perry. Yep, that's it. Good defense. Oh, and then on the offensive side, Jim McMahon, Walter Payton. And yep, that's it. Mike Ditka, the head coach. Like him. Good team. I like NFL history. It's fun. There's no like bloodshed, so you can just kind of enjoy it. They're gonna sweep. They're not gonna sweep KC and LAC. Green Bay and Jacksonville are on another level. Jags, Broncos. That will sell out. Patriots Bears rematch. That's what I'm saying. 40-year time is a flat circle. Patriots Bears rematch. Calling it now. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna see the Colts. The Dan Jones Colts going to the Super Bowl. I like it. Going drinking with William Perry would be fire. I'm sure he's a heavyweight, if you will. Colts would come in Denver and beat y'all. Yeah, they already beat him this year. Straight up, Dan Jones. Let's just hope Jacksonville doesn't have to go to Denver because that's a free Denver W. Oh, great. See, here's what happens, right? So I've been taking sips. Like I realize now that it's not that it's been a hydro flask. I've just been taking crazy sips. Normally I'll sip like this. And that's awkward. But a normal sip, anything goes. Saw it on the 2000 Titans. 1 yard away. 1 yard away. And the whole landscape of the NFL changes. And I wish they did. I wish they got it. Because the Rams got theirs, of course. That was the Rams' first Super Bowl. And that greatest show on turf team definitely deserved a ring. I was thinking about this literally today. When the Rams play-by-play, back when they were in St. Louis, I said the gateway to the best. The gateway to the West is now the gateway to the best. Top 5 announcer moments. That was sick. Right up there with Gus Johnson on the Brandon Stokely catch. I know you've seen that. Stokely! Wow! What a moment. Have you seen Walter Payton's tape when he took snaps at QB? What a beast. I've seen Walter Payton's tape straight up. Walter Payton's one of my favorite athletes ever. He was so cool. Nice, charming guy. Never felt the need to talk junk. Always there, you know, smiling, having fun. Rest in power, Walter Payton. Broncos haters better pray we don't get the #1 seed. Ain't nobody winning Denver in Denver. Look, Savage Sev is in here talking his talk, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hey, man, sports, dude. They're crazy. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. A lot of football to be played, but at this moment, Broncos would have a first-round bye and will be the #1 seed in the AFC. And the Broncos do have a home field advantage, that's for sure. Not even a team that chokes 19-point leads. Yeah, I remember. I was there. If you want to see my reaction, there's a short on this channel. So there you go. Can't believe the triple option from under center ever worked in football. I don't. Where the hell? Am I missing something? Again, it's cool when you guys throw random shit at the wall, but sometimes it takes me a second to follow. Unless maybe that's like a Walter Payton pull. I don't know. I'm not going to root for the Ravens. I'm going to root for the Ravens, I guess, in the AFC. I like King Henry. I just wish to God he'd stop buttering his hands every run play. In the AFC, genuinely, Patriots are going to be fun to root for. We got Mahi in here. It's going to be tough not to root for the Jags. Dan Jones Colts. It's going to be fun, dude. We're going to be streaming. We might be streaming through the playoff games. We might be streaming after. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But I am excited to talk playoff football with you guys. It's going to be a hell of an end of the season. Broncos only won because the ghost of Demaryius Thomas. Yeah. And the fact that Shane Bowen's a bad guy. A Titans fan who I root for this day forward to win the Super Bowl. Well, it can't be the Giants. That would have been my answer. I think everyone's entitled to just randomly pick. I feel like your heart knows who you want to root for. You can't lie to yourself about it. You just got to be like, okay, I don't know. Something's bringing me towards the Seahawks. What, and how could they not? The Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, JSN Seahawks, they're great. Broncos only won because, Pats because of Vrabel and y'all ended the dynasty, so no hard feelings. There you go. There you go. Pats, done. Because of Vrabel, yeah. Henry hasn't fumbled since he took the 4-man sleeves off. Ow. Hey, he's holding on to the ball a lot better. They showed that little graphic on Sunday night or Thursday Night Football, I guess. Thanksgiving Day. They showed that little graphic of Henry switching his hands up with holding the ball, and it worked out. Bears have a number, and the Bears also are the #1 seed. So Bears, Broncos. That's our Super Bowl. Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Bears, Broncos. It would be a funny idea. It would be funny to build up to that, but oh my gosh, bro. Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Super Bowl. Makes me want to tear the skin off my body. Man, don't feel bad. Broncos are the NFC's champs this year. We ran through your whole division. Congrats. I care about one team in that division. And we all know they should have beat the Broncos. But I digress. Honestly, rooting for the Stafford MVP, Super Bowl wins, and Super Bowl MVP then retiring. That would be cool. That would be a great story. And when you know you're getting a good game when the Rams play. That much we know for sure. Be very excited to see it. But anyways, be honest, fellas. We're past the 2-hour mark. It's 11 o'clock. Kind of starving. And, I'm sure it's late for you guys. It's, 2 a.m. on the East Coast right now? So I'm sure you guys got shit to do tomorrow. It's Sunday, okay? I don't want to take you guys away for too long from your nightly activities. We got 2 donos today, by the way. Shout out to John. Shout out to 5 Hour Energy 69. You guys are the real MVPs. But, whatever, man. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm a Giants fan. This is all we have. But, they have one good win against Buffalo. That's it. Now they don't have LT collapse incoming. Okay. And a left tackle. I'm so dumb. A LT, I'm like, they got Lawrence Taylor? A left tackle. That is true. I don't mind the Rams taking the NFC this year, but I would love the Panthers making a dumb run. I would love that. I would love that completely. Just like a random wild card team making a push. That'd be fun. Savage, all it's going to mean nothing when you get bounced in the first round. Oh boy, this is going to be funny. This is going to be funny as all hell. It's 2 a.m. for Levi. The only team that's played through crazy injuries and still persevering is the Jags. MySpace, you use military time. 23. Hey, there you go. Yeah. Retracted the message, but I get you. It's 2300. You guys didn't hear? But anyways, guys, if Queens are not there, nobody else is going to stop us. Listen, I'm not entertaining this convo anymore. Screw the Broncos. That's my take. But no. Listen, I'm not a huge Broncos guy, but at the end of the day, they're the #1 seed, and that's, winners win. Jags are winning. Bears are winning. Nothing makes sense. Giants keep losing. Where we all play, it doesn't matter. Well, if there's one thing we can trust on Jarv, it's getting into an argument in the comments section. So here's what I'll say. Savage said, Sev, appreciate you stopping by. Drop a like, pal. Broncos or not, we're here talking ball, aren't we? We're here gathering, having a conversation. Wait a minute, I know you're from Garrett Stream Football Analysis. This is crazy. We got people We got people cross-referencing people in the chat. That's nuts. But what I was getting at was that it's getting late, fellas. So I think I'm gonna respond to this text, and you know, I'm sick of hearing about the Broncos. And honestly, we're past the 2-hour mark. This has been a fun stream. Hit us with a Duval. All right. Duval. Kidding. Duval! Yeah, just to wake up my neighbors. They're probably pissed. But anyways, don't do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm not like Michael Strahan floating the Eagles flag on Super Bowl Sunday like a damn loser. Point is, hope you guys have a kick-ass Monday. I will be streaming tomorrow night, so if you're new around here, we stream after every primetime game. Savage Sev, you know, I think you're new around here. Stream after every primetime game, not just Bronco games. And, yeah, pop in, drop a like if you haven't already. And again, shout out to John and 5 Hour Energy over here for the donations. But I appreciate you guys. And subbed, you basically just did. No, I did not! The Jags and the Eagles are not even close to the same stratosphere of Giants hate, okay? I'll throw a Duval. It's funny. Liam Cohen's hilarious. Yeah, brother, get some rest. Gotta do the same. Good luck with your date stuff, man. Keep us updated. I will. Night, Nana. I like that. But yeah, guys. So you have a kick-ass rest of your week, and I will see you tomorrow night on the Hunnaball post-game sports talk. You guys are the best. Great talk tonight. This is fun. Please don't stream Giants games. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Savage, Sev. I do. But anyways, that's it. Hunnaball. That's my name.